Zone. Up in the zone. What's going on? Welcome to the channel, ladies and gentlemen. Hope you guys are doing well. Thursday mornings, you guys know what this is all about. Hopefully, you guys got your coffee and donuts or your snacks or whatever you'd like to have. I've got mine. I'm ready to rock. Um, so let's see who we have in the chat. Let's see what we got going on here. All right. Bluck is in the chat. What's up? I don't want to wave for That's not the 80s, man. That's Paula Cole. I like Paula Cole though, for real. Um, okay, you do. All right, what's good? What's good? All right, you're all right, man. What's up, Nanette and Sosa? What's going on? JJMPB in the chat. What's up? Spooky Rebel in the chat. We got Sarah. What's going on, Sarah? All right. And Jason, what's up, bro? Hey, man, I got your email this morning. Let me read this. Hold on. You guys got to hear this stuff. This man, he is something else. My man. All right. So I wake up this morning. You guys know, this is a morning stream, and I definitely need my coffee. This is, and hopefully, Jason, hope you don't mind me sharing this. So Jason Dyer sends this to me in email. We talk to each other through email. Um, and he says, something to read while you have coffee and donuts. Hope this gets you pumped up for the Thursday morning brew. Okay, so here it is. It was the 80s and Knight wanted to see some horror. He watched Friday the 13th and wanted so much more. Phantasm soon to follow with My Bloody Valentine right behind. Happy Birthday to Me was also a bloody great time. He fell in love with The Shape and Halloween, but the man with the hockey mask will always be supreme. You're all right, man. It really did. It really did get me pumped up. I was like, all right, good one, man. I seriously need the intro song. It's pretty good, man. My man, Modern Day. That's my man. I haven't had him on the channel in a long time. We did an episode where we were talking about Midsommar, and man, he's just amazing, an amazing lyricist and content creator too, man. What's up, Gina? What's going on? Trick or treat is in the chat. What's up? Love the thumbnail. Yeah, the thumbnail artwork. Yeah, I've been messing around. Um, you always got to try to improve stuff. So I thought it'd be something pretty cool. And again, I wanted to have kind of like an 80s theme going on for this morning. And I'll talk more about that. That's not to say we won't talk about present day stuff either, but yeah. Happy's in the chat. What's up? What's up? All right. One day you have to tell me what are the two things a man should never run from, even if it costs him his life. Look, hey, well, I'm gonna keep that as a surprise. If you know that movie, you'll know. Well, actually, it's never actually said in the movie, but you get what he means. So, anyways, it's a great, great movie. My man Napoleon. All right. Spooky's been watching the Puppet Master movies. Nice. I haven't seen those in a long time, man, but I used to be really big into the Puppet Master movies. There's like 1,000 of them, but yeah. What's up, Nanette? It was cool, man. It was a cool email. Now that's an 80s song. Ooh, baby. Ooh, baby. What's up, Dan? Dan's in the chat. What's going on? Good to see you, man. Good to see you. So obviously, as you guys have seen, I started this stream a little bit earlier than usual. This is like a half hour earlier, and I just figured to do that. Maybe to get some housekeeping out of the way as well. But I did want to say my whole idea for doing this with the 80s. I got a couple of cool games that I think are really cool, and I didn't originally put this in the description or talk about it on the thumbnail, and I've done this a few times, but I usually call it, the viewer call in episodes. But I will implement that at some point. because there's a couple of games that I wanted to share with you guys, and it's a lot of fun. And I think it'd be even more fun if someone was on the panel too. Otherwise, it'd still be fun because you guys can see me do it, and it's kind of like trivia based. I won't give it away yet, but it'll be fun. So hopefully, we'll have some fun with that. Hopefully, you guys will have some fun with it. My whole idea for these Thursday morning streams is really to just hang out with you guys, do some talking, answer questions, and just chill. That's really my big thing with doing these Thursday morning streams, and it's a big reason why I love doing it. So, um, J- Jason, let's talk brass tacks about Happy Birthday to Me and why no one ever dies in the A Team TV series. The A Team TV series, man. Okay, so now we're going to start off, man, because it's funny you said that. And if you have seen our brass tacks episode on our favorite TV shows from our childhood, which for me is the 80s. I had the A Team on there, had to have the A Team on there. I loved it so much as I was obsessed with that show. I truly was. If my dad is ever going to watch this episode, he'd be like, "Yep, you sure were." Um, Funny story is when the A Team was on, when it had just kind of come on and it was very popular, I had just started taking karate classes, and I would never tell my Sifu this, but there was a point where I was literally, it was almost like I had karate classes at the same time as when the A Team would be on. And there were a bunch of times I told my dad, I was like, I don't want to go to class. I want to be home so I can watch the A Team. And oh my God, man, it was so funny. I literally probably stunted some of my martial arts training for that TV show. But as a kid, man, it was such a fun show. Obviously, I loved Mr. T. And God, man, just thinking about it, I've got the series on DVD. Um, it's just a fun show. It's truly, when you think about the 80s, that's a great way to kind of, give that idea to someone what the 80s was like. And all those actors, man, especially George Papard. I mean, come on, I love it when a plan comes together. Um, Anyways, great show. I love it to this day. I loved it as a kid. And you guys let me know. And this is another thing I was going to do too. Let me know some of your favorite 80s TV shows. And, if it's something that was like in the early 90s, that's okay too. Or if it was the late 70s, let's say from, I don't know, 76 to 94. You know what I mean? Because some shows, especially in the late 70s, were, in syndication. And us 80s kids, we watched those shows, as if they were brand new because they were new to us. And the 80s really did extend, into the early 90s, those first couple of years into the 90s. So you guys let me know what some of your favorite TV shows are, and let's reminisce. Let's reminisce about it. Because I loved the 8 Team so much. And happy birthday to me. Oh man, I love that movie so much. We did that on an episode of Slasher Movie Club. It's so funny you say that, Jason. I'm going to say this right now, and I know there's not a lot of people in the chat right now. Usually we don't do this because Coriander and I, we try to save the surprise of episodes. But happy birthday to me will probably be the first movie that we're going to go back into for Slasher Movie Club. Like, we've already done it. It was a long time ago, a lifetime ago. Um, and so we're going to go back into that movie because it's just that damn good and fun, and just 80s. It speaks 80s. Thanks for that memory, Jason, because this is exactly why I wanted to do this. We're going to talk 80s movies. I've got a little cool thing that we're going to do that is definitely 80s movies based, horror specifically. But also some of our favorite TV shows, you know, some of our favorite songs, that's what I wanted to kind of talk about. So you guys let me know in the chat. Blucka, no tears, please. It's a waste of good suffering. Man, when I first saw Hellraiser, 1987, that movie scared the shit out of me. It really did. I mean, to this day, it still creeps me out. It's a fantastic movie. Clive Barker, the imagination, the practical effects. I know a lot of you guys have heard me speak about this, but I'm just saying it again, man. That movie and the second movie, like for real, the second movie, just amazing, and maybe even more creepy, Dan saying the bullets were afraid of Mr. T. You're damn right. That's right. The A-Team was great, man. Seriously, it really was. And Dan, you take it easy, man. You definitely have a good day at work, and talk to you soon, bro. Jason saying the ATM had everyone learn to shoot from Dr. Loomis, Officer Hawkins, and the Stormtroopers. That's right. Crazy stuff, man. But it's funny because as an adult, I can watch that show or shows of that ilk, and I can see, some of the crazy, plot holes like that. But as a kid, it was just so much fun. None of that really mattered to me. It's funny, but yeah, it's good stuff, man. Spooky Rebel saying it's better than Miami Vice or Magnum. What? Well, don't get me wrong. A Team is a favorite of mine over those, but I really did like Magnum PI. That was a dude. That theme song alone. It's too bad, and maybe one day we'll get there. But YouTube really stunts what we can do as content creators for movies or TV or music. You know what I'm saying? I'd love to have a stream where I'm just like reminiscing and also being able to play those things we're talking about. That would be, if it ever gets to that point, man, we're gonna have a lot of parties. But that theme alone from Magnum was so cool. That theme from Magnum is on my playlist. It really is. So I love those shows, man. Miami Vice was my favorite TV show. I loved Miami Vice, man. It was a great show. Blucka's going with Married with Children. Yes. Yes. Man, there was a period of time where everybody watched that show. Ed O'Neill, Katie Seagal, Christina Applegate, all those guys, David Faustino. Um, Sunday nights, man, that's what we watched. My whole family, me and my little brother, my parents, we watched Married with Children, and we laughed our butts off. Um, that's a great show, man, and a good one to mention. Very, very cool. And that's the other thing too. There were some great comedies in the '80s, guys. Comedies, and again, I'm still counting late '70s as well because you had a lot of great late '70s shows that were on syndication in the '80s. But yeah, man, Married with Children was one of the best. It really was. Jessica's in the chat. What's up, Jessica? Saying, hey, Night and Gang. What's going on? Ed Harris is in the chat. What's up? Saying, Ola Knight finally watched Dark Knight of the Scarecrow. Thought it was great. That is a great one, man. We talked about it on Slasher Movie Club. What a find. That's such a great made for TV movie, one of the best horror made for TV movies, in my opinion. It was so, so cool. I love that one, man. I heard they got a sequel to it as well. I don't know about all that, but but it's a good one, man. But hey, man, hey, thanks so much for coming in, Ed. And in your honor, and also glad to see that you're doing great. Here we go. This one's for you, bro. There it is. There it is for the Mr. Ed Harris. All right. Who is a real person? This is not the actor Ed Harris, guys. Jessica is saying, I hope you guys are having a great Thursday morning. I have my coffee close by to listen about the better movies. All right. All right. Blucka going with Saved by the Bell, the Hulk. Dude. And Blucka, I'm pretty sure you were with us on those episodes for Brass Tacks, but we definitely talked about the Incredible Hulk. Always rest in peace to the late great Bill Bixby. Man, that show, it literally, it was a staple of my childhood. It really, really was. I loved that show so much. Um, Man, I you got me getting giddy talking thinking about it. It's like, just one of those shows that we religiously watched, me and Kill, my parents, and just it was, man, it was so cool. And the thing about it was it wasn't even really like it was about the Hulk, but it was the journey, of this guy, of Dr. Banner and Bill Bixby, who was just a great actor. He really um he took the role seriously and he wanted it to not just be a comic book TV show. And it shows because there's so much heart to that show. It really, really is amazing. Sarah saying Murder She Wrote. Yes. Excuse me. Yes, Murder She Wrote. I watched that pretty religiously on Sundays as well. Angela Lansbury was just a treasure. Oh my gosh, you're bringing back some memories. Hatchet Boys in the chat. What's up? Fresh Prince. That's right. Early 90s. Look, when Will Smith got on that show, I was just like, okay, all right, let's see what this is about. And you really could tell the talent that he had, the comedic talent, the comedic timing, and what a cool show that was. It was so cool to see a show like that. Nanette going with 21 Jump Street. That's right. Oh yeah, the A Team, Baywatch. Yeah, got to give some love to Baywatch. Definitely. No, Nanette, you're all right. You were all right. J- Jason, listening to Dennis Edwards while watching Tales from the Dark Side. Woo, Tales from the Dark Side. And I absolutely love late Saturday night horror TV show, especially the ones with the host. You know, we used to have this I don't know, I guess you would say it's a late night horror TV show um, back in Maryland and growing up, and it was called Ghost Hosts. And man, I'm telling you, to this day, and we're talking about a long time ago, to this day, I can still see images from it. And it was creepy. And they showed a lot of old school horror movies, from the 70s and so forth. And even earlier, I'm pretty sure. But man, that show used to scare us, me, my bro, my cousins. Yeah, man, good stuff. Tales from the Dark Side, a great show. I've got the series on DVD. And again, with Thursday morning streams, a lot of times I try to give you guys a little bit of behind the curtain stuff too. I, for any of you guys, and I know there's a couple of you guys here that have joined us on our Creep Show TV series watch, which has been a blast. And we've gotten through 2 seasons of it, and it's amazing, guys. For real, we've had so much fun. And it's an exclusive thing for the members and the patrons and so forth. And we're about to embark on season 3. But originally, what I wanted to do was go through Tales from the Dark Side because I love that show so much. I still may do that. It wasn't readily available for streaming at the time, so I went with the Creepshow TV series because it was readily available. But I might go back to Tales from the Dark Side. At least that's the game plan as of right now. We'll see when. But yeah, man, that show, whew, that was a good one. Really, really good. I love shows like that. Twilight Zone, Outer Limits, Tales from the Crypt, Tales from the Dark Side. Just great stuff. Let's see. Let me catch up to you guys. Gina coming in with The Equalizer. Oh, my mom loved that show. I liked it too. It was a good one. That was a really, really good one. And you're speaking my language, Gina. V. Oh my gosh. My mom used to wake me up just before they started. Let me just say this, and there's another behind the scenes thing. So if you see anyone else do this, you know where they got this idea from. But V is definitely something that we want to, especially for me and my brother growing up, we want to definitely do some streams on that and maybe even some watch alongs with anyone who would be interested. Um, that was another show I was like obsessed with. It used to come on. Well, you had the mini series and then V the Final Battle, and then you had the show, which I believe it was just one or two seasons, maybe two. Anyways, it used to come on Friday nights, and Friday nights in my household, we had a lot of things that was going on. And a lot of times, either visiting my cousins or whatever, I always wanted to be home to watch V. Like it was must watch TV. It really, really was. I absolutely loved it. Oh my God. Good one. Here we go. You know it. If you guys, and by the way, we're going to hopefully very soon return to some brass tacks episodes with our good friend Eric from Hey Internet, Eric here. We did actually, it was on that stream where we talked about favorite childhood shows, and of course Knight Rider was on that list. Even in the intro, I was just so excited to have like this little clip of Knight Rider. And another show that I was totally obsessed over. Gosh, man, I had the toys. Um, Man, it was crazy, man. Every time I could get a new kit, car or whatever, some type of toy, I would get it. It was great. And that's right, a young Robert Englund on V. That's right. He was good in that role. I really, really liked him. Man, I'm telling you. All right, we're getting a little. All right, let's slow down here, man, because you got me talking about a lot of stuff. Blanca, and again, we talked about this on our cartoon stream, our favorite childhood cartoons. And again, guys, to me, those were really special episodes. And I know they were a lot different for the channel and even for this community because it wasn't horror and it wasn't, movies per se. But check those episodes out, guys. There's a lot of emotion, a lot of smiles and happiness, and so many people that did watch those episodes reached out to me and just said that they enjoyed it so much. But I talked about Spider-Man and his amazing friends. God, man, do you do you guys know? It's crazy. I watched that on Disney Plus. It's so funny. But I loved that cartoon so much when I was growing up, especially as a younger kid, probably all the way through my mid-teens. Spider-Man was easily my favorite superhero. I had tons. Guys, I'm talking about hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of comic books. And probably 70% of them were Spider-Man. But that cartoon was so cool, man. Bluck, I don't know if you remember the episode where they had the X-Men in it. Man, I was just like, what? You had the Avengers, Captain America, Submariner. I loved that cartoon so much. I would wake up on Saturday mornings, get my cereal, and I didn't want to miss it. I would literally set my alarm to make sure I didn't miss Spider-Man and his amazing friends. But also the other Spider-Man cartoons were great too. The old school one from way back in the day. Um, Gosh, man. Whew. Spooky Rebel saying a lot of people just watch Baywatch because of Pamela Anderson and David Hasselhoff. You are not wrong. You are not. Uh, Family Matters, Hatchet Boys. That's a great one. Oh man, I used to love that show too. Yep. Nanette saying I thought The Incredible Hulk was a TV show in the '60s. No, it was the '70s. I believe it was like 78, 77. Someone correct me on that, but it definitely wasn't the '60s. Of course, looking back at it now, it feels like it could be. But I love that show so much. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, absolutely. Oh man, loved it, loved it. Jennifer's in the chat. What's going on, Jennifer? Hope you're doing well. Hatchet Boys, you win. You win. You have just named probably my most, and I can honestly say my favorite comedy show ever. Ever, guys. Three's Company. Rest in peace to the late great John Ritter, who was, for me, in my eyes, just iconic. He could do no wrong. That show, guys, I'm not even joking around. I remember one summer, we're all from school, and it was on, it was on, they played the reruns on syndication. Every day I watched that show, and I made sure not to miss it because, of course, back then, we didn't have DVR and stuff like that. Um, I watched that show religiously. I've gone through the whole run of that show. Probably, I could easily say probably about 20 times or so over all these years. Easily. And I'm probably lowballing it. That's how much I absolutely love that show. So I just want to make sure I get that out there. So if I ever have any trivia and I've thought of doing this, we've kind of touched upon this idea before, like how well do you know, a content creator? If I ever put up the question, "What's my favorite comedy show of all time?" That's the answer. Okay, so just to let you guys know. Oh my god, definitely rest in peace to Angela Lansbury. Um, that show was just so amazing. Of course, obviously she had a fantastic career, well beyond Murder She Wrote, but. Um, I loved that show so much. Blucka coming in with the Cosby Show. Yes, loved it. Thursday nights, Cosby Show, Family Ties, Cheers, Night Court. Mic drop. Mic drop. Every Thursday. That's what I watched. That's what me and my bro watched. Um, that might have been the best lineup of TV that, at least for me growing up, that I'd ever seen. Shows back to back to back. I loved it. I loved it. Oh my gosh. Heroic Waffles in the chat. Hey broski, what's up, man? What's up? Hope you're doing well, man. Jason saying I have to give love to the Friday the 13th TV series. That's right. I've got it on DVD. I hated it as a kid because there was no Jason, but went back to watch them and I appreciate it now. Wish it had a different name. Right. Right. You're right. Um, and I dare say, and I loved Freddy's Nightmares, and of course they got Robert to do, his little appearances here and there and so forth. The first episode of that was great because it was, the backstory, the trial of Freddy Krueger. But I dare say Friday the 13th, the TV series, was better than Freddy's Nightmares. And Friday the 13th, the TV series had nothing to do with Jason or Camp Crystal Lake. It was literally just the name. But I loved that show. And I actually liked it as a kid too. I really did. Um, I was confused at first because I'm like, well, where's Jason, But yeah, man, good shout out. Waffles coming in with Airwolf, Knight Rider, and Airwolf. Airwolf was great, man. And again, this was not the game plan per se to like try to segue to past episodes, but I'm just telling you guys, if you go back on my page, we did our brass tacks episodes on a lot of these things we're talking about. We talked about Airwolf and Knight Rider, our favorite TV shows, in other words. And I think that was maybe, I don't know, seems like forever ago, but it was probably like 4 months ago or so. But yeah, Airwolf rocked. It rocked. Tales from the Crypt. Yep. Spooky Rebels coming in with Friday the 13th, the TV series. Yes. Nanette, you know what's up. You love them all. These are great picks. They are. They really are. Um, we were lucky, people that grew up at that time period, or even sometime after that, because you could still go back and watch this stuff. And all this stuff is most of everything we've talked about is readily available, whether it's on physical media or in streaming. And there's also, for some of you guys that are out there that still might have access to cable TV or whatever, because I know my dad does, and there's channels that still show a lot of these old school great TV shows. TV Land used to do that as well. Blucka saying, what was the Pierce Brosnan 80s investigator show? Remington Steele or something? Yeah, Remington Steele. Absolutely. My mom loved that show. Holy shit. And really, fun fact, and this is the type of stuff I love, man, because now we're kind of just branching out to a lot of great stuff. Um, Pierce Brosnan was going to be James Bond before, Timothy Dalton was the second pick. They wanted to bring in Pierce after Roger Moore's run, which obviously Pierce Brosnan is a legend and one of my faves of all time in everything he does. But he had the contract with Remington Steele, and Remington Steele was a really good show and it was doing really well and so forth and so forth. So they had to wait on Pierce. They bring in Timothy Dalton, who's an underrated James Bond, by the way. I love the Timothy Dalton movies. He definitely had that edgier, demeanor to him, much different than Roger. Although Roger is guys, look, and no one here, I don't think anyone here, maybe Dan, was around on the old channel, but one of the first videos I ever did, and and I roped my brother into it. We did a James Bond uh episode, and we talked about our favorite Bonds, and we went through them all. And anyways, I still might have the audio of that. I'm gonna try to dig that up because we had audio of everything we did. Um, well, the first couple episodes anyways. It was a great discussion, man. Me and my brother, we geeked out for like an hour and a half. But anyways, back to what I was saying. The show was Remington Steele, and the show was so good it prevented Pierce from being James Bond for a few years, and eventually they did get him in to do GoldenEye in 1995, which GoldenEye, and I'm giving away a lot of stuff here. GoldenEye is one of my favorite Bond movies of all time, probably my favorite. So um, that was a good memory there, Blucka. It made me think about some really good memories. Twilight Zone, Inspector Gadget. Yes, I used to love Inspector Gadget so much. I really, really did. Don Adams. For anyone here who is in the know, Get Smart. I loved that TV show, a much older show, but Don Adams was just, I have no words. I loved that show so much, and having him as the voice um, for Inspector Gadget was like it just made so much sense because he was just so good with his comedic timing and his voice work, physical work too, like in Get Smart. That show, if you've never seen that show, and let me know if you have or if you haven't. Get Smart was hilarious. I loved that TV show. But that show, I believe, that was probably early 70s. It might even have been late 60s if I'm not mistaken. But anyways, yeah. Star Trek The Next Generation, absolutely, man. What a ride that was. Gosh, man. That was a good one. Jennifer, holy shit. Simon and Simon. What? That was great. Oh my gosh, they cracked me up with their antics. Jennifer, you got to go back and check like I said, it's so funny cuz these are some of the things that especially for our brass tacks series, which again we're hoping to get back into soon. We did a lot of talk about TV shows and cartoons, childhood memories, and specific profiles on certain movie characters or actors and actresses. And it did pretty good. I think that it was something that was a lot different for the channel, and I don't think some people probably didn't know how to react to that. But for the people that did watch it or were there on our live chats, which we were doing those live, which is difficult to do, guys, when you're talking about stuff, but you're trying to actually cover certain, informative things, is kind of tough to do, but we did it and it was so much fun. But Simon and Simon, a great show. I think I even had that in our intro for it because I just loved that show. Great call, Jennifer. But check out that episode. I, and I don't know, and I know Val's probably not in here or any of the regular mods, but if anyone goes onto the YouTube page for the Nightwatch Zone, and if you go back into the Brass Tacks episodes where we talk about our favorite TV shows from back then or favorite cartoons and so forth, if you want to put that link in the live chat, please do so because I think those were great episodes and we had a blast. We really, really did. But yeah, good call. Simon and Simon. Nanette knows. All right. Yeah. Jake and the Fat Man. Ooh, listen. And again, my mom loved shows like that and The Equalizer. My dad did too. Jake and the Fat Man. That was a good one. Woo. Good call, JJMPB. Woo. Um, Gina saying, I'm still obsessed with V. I have the complete collection. Me too. Me too. Oh my gosh. That's so funny. Gina, I'm telling you, we are gonna do V at some point. So just keep your eyes out. Keep reminding me, because part of what, at least for me, what I do with the channel, figuring out when we do certain things. A lot of times, that in and of itself is work. Because there's so much that we can talk about, or so much I want to talk about, and it's a question of when do we do it. and so forth and so forth. But that is high on the list because I've been waiting to do that. I really, really have. All right. Speaking of which, let's get some tunes on here too, man. I just realized we didn't have any tunes going on. Right. But yeah. Oh man, V is on the list, high on that list. Um, and that's saying a lot of these TV shows come on MeTV. All right. Yeah. Good call, Nanette. Thank you for that. So yeah, guys, you guys can watch them. Jason saying, how about Beach Street? Oh my gosh. Breaking and Crush Groove. Jeez, man. Yeah, introduced rap, hip hop, and breakdance to so many people. It's true. It's so true. Roseanne had good moments as well. That is true. I mean, everybody knew Roseanne and her show. Wow. I mean, it just took over the country. It took over the world. Simpsons had great moments. That's true. Yep. Hatchet Boys. Yeah, He-Man and Transformers. Hatchet Boys, I know, look, and I know you're newer to the channel. You got to check out that cartoon stream we did. Seriously. Um, and I am not, I mean, obviously I love talking about all this stuff and have a lot of favorite times, on the channel, favorite episodes, favorite discussions. That was a special one. And I even had one of my cousins in the live chat, and he was like, "Man, you're gonna make me cry, bringing back all these memories." And it was true. We had so many great memories, man. But check that out. I'm telling you, it was fun. It really, really was fun. Blanca saying 70s, 80s, and 90s seem to have a lot more creativity and creative freedoms in their work. I think so, to a degree. Yeah, I think so. Put it this way. Yeah, I can definitely agree with that they definitely did a lot of things that you wouldn't see now. That's very, very true. Now to really think about it, um, and it made it fun because you had so many interesting things. You really, really did. Guys, and I wasn't technically, or well, I want to say this. You got me stumbling on my words because I'm so excited. I wasn't planning, to talk about, TV shows of the 80s and the 90s and the 70s or whatever. For a long time in this stream, I knew we'd talk about it for a while, but I mean, I could literally do that for hours alone, because it's just so many great things, but yeah, we at that time, there was so much creativity going on, like you said, Blanca. You know what I mean? Like you could watch so many different types of shows. And I think growing up, it was really cool. I come from a big city, but it was really cool as a kid to have that window beyond, my small circle of going to school and family, right? Um, and you really could see a big, view of the world, so to speak. Sounds silly. Some people may think that sounds really silly, and maybe it is, but that's what it was like growing up. You had TV shows, you had sitcoms, you had cartoons. So good point, man. Thundercats and She-Ra, I'm telling you guys. And yeah, man, that cartoon stream. Jason knows, he was there. The cartoon stream was one of the best live streams I've ever seen. Best of the year. Man, and thank you for that, Jason. I appreciate that. I mean, I don't know if I mean, it was really, really fun. For this channel, it was really, really fun. Um, and a lot of people seem to enjoy it. But the emotion of it, and doing something like that, you're kind of stunted by what YouTube will allow us to show. And so, we kind of got around it. Not the way I would have wanted. If I could have done it my way with total creative freedom, it would have been like, whoa. But for what we could do, I think it was fantastic. But the stories and the conversation, I think, were very, very, very cool. Seriously. Um, yeah, man, it was a great stream. I absolutely love that stream. I watch that stream every so often. You know what I mean? Like, and That's how much I love that stream. But thanks, man. I appreciate it. And, as always, you're just so supportive, bro. Bluck is saying, you never know who is pushing the political stuff anymore nowadays. That's true. Absolutely. You don't. It could be this, it could be that. Next week, it could be something totally different, you know? Spooky Rebel saying, I have over 1,000 comics. You know what? And that's awesome, for real. There was a time growing up, I probably did too. I loved comic books so much. And again, guys, hopefully you guys are having fun with this because I'm telling a lot of stories. But when I was in middle school, excuse me, and I had to catch the bus, city, bus, metro bus, and I would, after school, the bus stop was near like a shopping plaza. So every day after school, man, I used to go to the store, whether it be, it's basically like a Rite Aid type of store or whatever. But they sold comic books. And man, I bought so many comic books. Back then, you could get them, for 75 cents, $1, whatever, $1.25, whatever it was. And man, I got so many comic books. And it was just fun to get home and like immerse yourself into them, the creativity of them. It was just so much fun. Kids don't have that nowadays, which is, God, man, it's too bad. I mean, and now comic books, you can read them on your device, which is all right, but it's not the same as having that physical comic book, man. I used to just love the artwork. I'd spend so much time not just reading the comic book, but the artwork and in the back of the comic books, the editorials and people writing in, and oh man, what a thing it was, man. Maybe one day, and I've thought about this, but again, this is this is a channel known for movies and more focused on horror and so forth. But just talking about friggin' comic books alone, what a conversation and so many memories, especially between me and my brother. And my brother is really big with digital comic books now, or at least he was, and I just like, man, I can't really, I don't know, but back in the day, man, comic books, yeah, tell you. Bluck is saying, I can't wait to see what they do with Madam Web and the 3 Spider-Men we got in the cinematic universe. Yeah, man. Me too, man. Madam Web. Oh my God, I remember the first time I saw her in the comic book, and I was like, who the fuck is this? It's great stuff, man. It's great stuff. Ben coming in saying, my favorite of the horror subgenres came from the 80s. Vampires, Fright Night, yes, Ghost, Poltergeist, Zombies, Return of the Living Dead, Slashers, Nightmare on Elm Street. Ben, you win. You literally have named some of my favorites from those subgenres. You really have, man. Great list. Blucka coming in with Full House. Yes. Loved that show. Carrie's in the chat. All right. Now we're rocking. What's going on? I hope you're doing good. America's Funniest Home Videos. Yes. Had your boy saying, yeah, Three's Company was great, loved it. Yeah, man. And I know I'm way behind on the chat, and I'm sorry about that, guys, because I was just vibing, but yeah. Carrie, you watched Three's Company with your parents? Oh my God, that is amazing. That's awesome. See, that's cool, man, when parents know what they need to get their kids to watch, the good stuff. You get what I'm saying? That is so cool to hear that, Carrie, because Three's Company was such a delightful show. It really was. Oh my gosh. You guys know what's up. And of course, the late, great Don Knotts as Mr. Furley. I mean, Don Knotts obviously had a career that was far beyond Three's Company, but God, he was so so funny, man. I'm telling you. What's up, Omni? Sick arm tattoo night. I want to get more one day. Right? Oh, thank you. I appreciate it. Yeah, and I'm not gonna lie, man. This thing hurt. You know how a lot of people, like, if you ask someone, did that hurt? And people are like, no, man, it didn't hurt. This hurt. It hurt. Not bad. Not on the arm. Of course, this is my martial arts stuff. But once it got around here to down, on my chest, the dragon, man, telling you, it was like a cold fall day. And at the tattoo parlor, they had the door cracked. And every time the cold air would come in, I could feel the stinging on my skin. It was crazy. Oh my gosh. Carrie coming in with Fresh Prince. Yes. Hatchet Boy saying John Ritter was great in the Problem Child movies. Loved those movies as a kid. Oh yeah, Problem Child was great. John Ritter was great in those. No doubt. No doubt. Ben also with the Fresh Prince and Married with Children. We talked about Married with Children a little bit earlier. Absolutely. Absolutely. Just one of the best of all time. Like I said, guys, you know, a lot of these conversations that we're having here together is definitely some stuff that we've thought about doing for live streams. And again, part of it is also, when's the right time to do it. Also, what's the viewer interest in it as well. So if you guys say that we got enough interest, we'll do it, because it does take a lot to get all of that together, and the planning, and for me the prep to do those streams. It definitely, like when we did our favorite rock songs of the 80s, we did the 90s as well. It was hours of prep even before we went live, and that doesn't count what we do after we're done live. So but yeah, man, these are great shows, and Married with Children was one of the best. Jennifer saying Three's Company is one of my all-time favorite shows as well. Comic Gold, isn't it though? Isn't it? Like every episode was just so much fun. Gosh, man. Blucka saying that 70s show is probably my favorite comedy TV show of all time. It is a good show. It really is. It's not my favorite of all time, but it is really, really good. Yeah. Hatchet Boy saying, I love these streams. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you do. I enjoy doing it too. And especially a conversation like this, it just gets me all hyped up. It gets me all hyped up. Ed saying, love Three's Company too. Jeffersons was great 70s. Absolutely. Yeah, man. The Jeffersons, Good Times, All in the Family. I mean, these are shows. Too Close for Comfort. These are shows that, some of these shows still, people will recognize the name, they know of it or hear of it. But the thing that's a little sad for me is some of these shows are going to the point where they're being, kind of forgotten, except for the people, obviously like myself that watched them. But great shows, man. Great actors and actresses, comedians. Yeah, man. Just thinking about it, it's pretty emotional. It really is. Blanca said, American Gladiators. Yes, man. You know me, and especially being into martial arts and athletics and stuff. Seeing something like American Gladiators was like, oh wow, it's actually seeing that type of stuff in a like a game TV show format was amazing. It really was. And of course for me, being into all of that stuff, at that age, and working out and stuff like that, and I would see some of my favorite bodybuilders in it, and it's like, oh dude, I know who that is. And so it was a great show. It really was. It was fun. Jason coming as soon as I started reading that, I could literally hear the theme to Three's Company. That's great, man. Come and knock on Knight's door. He's been waiting for you. He's been where the 80s are hers and hers it is. Nightwatch Zone 2. I love it, man. Oh man. That is great. Right? I love the quotes he comes up with too, man. He is something else, man. Holy crap. Carrie saying A Different World was a fantastic spinoff of The Cosby Show. It was. I loved A Different World. Oh my gosh, man. That was such a cool show. Kadeem Hardison, Jasmine Guy. I mean, I don't need to say anything more. I loved that show. And the thing that was really cool about that show, Carrie, I'm sure you probably feel this way too, was it was a spinoff, right? but it became its own thing. Like it stood on its own 2 feet, which I thought was that was just really cool, and a credit to everyone in front of and behind the camera. Great show. I haven't seen it in a long time. I need to revisit it because I used to love that show. All right. Millions in the chat. What's up, Million? All right. We're talking about old school shows, bro, and cartoons and all that stuff. I'm sure you probably enjoy some of this conversation. I do. It's funny, man. Here we are, like 50 minutes into this stream. And again, I didn't plan on talking about TV shows alone, and definitely not for this much time, but this has been so much fun, right? So we'll see. I got a couple things I wanted to do, maybe a game or two. And by the way, I want to say it again. If anyone is up for, and depending on who is or how many, I might have to figure a way to pick and choose. Maybe we'll do like a random wheel spin or something like that. But if anyone wants to come onto the panel, I've got a game or two that I think would be fun to do. So let me know, and I'll try to catch up to the chat. Carrie, if you're still in the chat, maybe help me with that to let me know who might want to do that. And again, you don't have to be on camera. You could just be on here with an avatar, but having the audio. Okay. Jason saying, Night, please do a 24-hour live stream just talking about the 80s. That would be so epic. Well, Jason, look, I'm gonna tell you what, man. And I could do that as far as just the memories and so many great things from the 80s. I really could. But here's the thing. YouTube will not let you live stream over, I think it's 12 hours. I can't remember. But I have been on live streams that have gone 6 or 7 hours, maybe even up to 8. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, my good friend Brandon, I think he did a 9-hour stream once, which was crazy. Now granted, if we split the streams up, then we could do something like that. I don't know, man. Well, first of all, it would be fun to do, and it would be a great stunt to pull for the channel. I don't know, man. We talk a lot. Keep that in my ear, through emails or comments. Who knows? Maybe something, or maybe even a smaller version of that. But that's a good idea. Bosom buddies, man. Look, who would have thought Tom Hanks, okay, would come from that show and become one of the greatest actors of all time? Okay, that's all I'm gonna say. All right. I loved that show. My mom loved that show. It used to come on late at night. My mom, she worked the second shift, so she would come home late at night, around 11:30, whatever. So anytime I was able to stay up that late as a kid, I'm talking young kid, 7, 8, whatever. I loved watching that show with her, and what a great theme song, Billy Joel. I love that song. That song is on my playlist. I'm just letting you guys know so you get an idea what you're working with here when you watch my stuff. Yeah, great show. The Wonder Years, yes, Carrie. I loved that show. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Let's see. Blossom, I'm not gonna lie. Yeah, I watched it. Good one, Ben. Yes, absolutely. Blucka, the Joy of Peyton with Bob Ross. Hey, look, Bob Ross look, everybody loves Bob Ross, and if you don't, you should. And we did, when we did the Sins of Halloween, the Curse of Michael Myers, and I put out a short of it too. Michael Myers is the Bob Ross of horror. That was such a funny segment in the video. It really caught Killian and Coriander off guard, because I said Michael is Bob Ross in this movie when he etched the thorn symbol in the haystack, and I'm like, how did he have time to do that? But anyways, shout out to Bob Ross. We don't make mistakes. They're happy little accidents, right? What's up, David? David's in the chat. Nanette knows what's up. Get Smart is a great TV show. It is. Dawn Adams, guys. Million is a fan of the Wonder Years. Yes. Ben coming in with Doogie Howser. Yes, that was a great show. Hatchet Boys, you've never seen Get Smart? Okay, and I'm being serious. Look it up on YouTube or wherever you can, and you got to check it out. You got to check it out because it was a really cool TV show, comedy. It's a comedy spoofing spies. It was around that time when James Bond was so popular. Sean Connery, the late great Sean Connery, and so this was kind of a show to kind of poke fun at it, an American show. Check it out. And if you do get a chance to check it out, let me know what you think of it. I loved it. I thought it was hilarious, and hopefully if you do check it out, you'll enjoy it too. David saying, I just joined, but did anyone mention 84's V? Yes, we did. Yes, sir. What a show, and we're gonna hopefully do a live stream on V at some point soon. It's one of my favorites, and my brother as well. Million saying I could watch Bob Ross for days straight, right? Bob Ross was just like that, just so cool. As a matter of fact, excuse me, we and for you guys that have joined us for those streams, they are exclusive for channel members and also patrons, but we've been watching the Creepshow TV series, right? And we've gotten through 2 seasons. They have this episode where they literally kind of pay homage to Bob Ross. I'm not kidding you guys. And it's a great episode. It was a bunch of us on panel, and we had some people in the live chat. But I think when we do them, because we usually did those on Sunday nights, we haven't in the last 2 weeks, but we were doing them on Sunday night at 8. And I don't know, maybe that wasn't a good time for folks, or maybe people just weren't really into Creepshow, the TV series. But I'll tell you this, it's a great show. It really is, guys. It's got 3 seasons. We're about to embark on the 3rd season. But anyways, they did an episode where they basically have this character that's paying homage to Bob Ross. It was absolutely amazing. It was. It really, really was. Let's see. And I know I'm way behind on the chat, guys. Jason saying the 80s was the best time to read Mad Magazine and Cracked Magazine. Yes, that's right. I used to love reading those. Bluck is saying everyone loves Happy Little Accidents. That's right. Oh man, yeah. And as cool as he was, you're right. His paintings are amazing. That's right. Sarah coming in with, besides Murder, She Wrote, she loved the Golden Girls. Absolutely. Golden Girls was must-watch TV in my household. My parents loved Golden Girls, and we did too. Also loved Mama's Family. Yes, Mama's Family. Apparently I was 7 going on 70. We all were. Mama's Family was hilarious. And now, so you see, you guys get me going on these rabbit trails. The thing I loved about Mama's Family too was that you had cast members that came over from the Carol Burnett show. Okay. Now, if you're at a certain age, or if you're, the type of person that kind of looks backwards back at things from the old days, you'll know who Carol Burnett is. I kid you not, guys. And I'm a huge I Love Lucy fan as well. Lucille Ball, just an icon. But Carol Burnett, if you right now ask me, who was my favorite, comedian, and her show was a skit show. That show was amazing. And so anyways, you had Vicki Lawrence, who was on the Carol Burnett show a lot. So she was Mama. And that was actually a skit on the Carol Burnett show. So they actually made a TV show out of a skit. It was great. Harvey Korman. God, man, just thinking about it right now, it puts a smile on my face. I actually have a DVD with some Carol Burnett episodes. I can't remember which season or whatever. But anyways, if you guys love comedy skit shows, and if you appreciate that type of stuff from back in the day, we're talking the 70s, Carol Burnett. That's all I gotta say. Fantastic show. Anyone in the chat, if you know what I'm talking about, let me know. And if you don't, take my word for it, guys. Check it out. Look it up. This is becoming like a recommendation stream today. You know what I'm saying? Oh my God. Oh, Carrie, thank you. And I know I'm really late to this. You probably, yeah, you did this a long time ago, but that is the link for the 80s, 90s cartoon stream. It was fun. It was fun. Thank you so much for putting that there, Carrie. I appreciate it. David coming in with Hunter. Fred Dreyer. That's right. My mom loved that show too, and I did too. Matter of fact, in our Brass Tacks episode of our childhood TV shows, I've got some of the Hunter intro in my intro because it was that good. I love that show too. Yes. Spooky Rebel, the movie Dead and Buried, has Robert Englund in it. Yes, and we talked about that 2 episodes ago on Slasher Movie Club. Fun episode. Dead and Buried, a gem, you know, an underappreciated gem, and fun movie, fun episode. We had a great time talking about that. Let's see. I know I'm way behind. I'm going to have to skip over some of you guys, unfortunately. Seinfeld. Yes. Like I said in the cartoon stream, fun times. Yes. And yeah, Hatchet Boys, check it out. Let me know what you think about it. It was fun. David, I was saying that earlier in this stream, The Incredible Hulk. Just thinking about it gets it chokes me up a little bit, man, because I was such a fan of that show. Again, rest in peace to the late great Bill Bixby, and Lou Ferrigno too, man. Lou, you know, nobody. Well, I don't want to say nobody, but a lot of times people forget, you know, Lou's contribution to it, other than just being the Hulk, you know, and a great show. Thank you so much, Carrie. You put the links in there. That's great. That's for the TV shows. Yes. Omni, you know, if Coriander was here, she'd be doing like some cartwheels. And I do too, but she is the biggest Little House on the Prairie fan I know. And it was a great show. I loved it too. Schoolhouse Rock. Yes. Oh my gosh. You guys are all right, man. You guys are all right. Let's see. And I know I'm way behind. Brave Star, Voltron. Yes. Now Brave Star, I did like Brave Star. I'm not gonna lie, I did. I used to love watching that. But Voltron, man, like I said, watch the stream. You guys know, you'll know, especially for me, because obviously I produce the stuff that, you know, we have, especially for the intros. You get a sense of what my favorites are, and yeah, we definitely had a little bit of an homage to Voltron. That was a very, very cool show, cartoon, I should say. I loved it. Let's see. Gina was saying, I just lost it here. Crazy Like a Fox, also Crazy Like a Fox. I haven't seen that one. Now you'll have to catch me up because I like learning about new stuff too. I haven't seen that show. David saying Glennis Barber was hot. You guys will have to let me know. Crazy Like a Fox. All right. Hatchet Boy saying gotta go. Alrighty. Take it easy. Hope you have a good rest of your day. Ben, a fan of Saved by the Bell every Saturday at 10. That's right. That's what I watched too. Yes. Jason coming in. Here we go. Jason coming in with a $2 super chat. Thanks so much, man. I know I'm way behind. I'm so sorry. The cartoon intro alone was fire. Absolutely amazing. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. And you know, it's funny because putting that together, it was hard because there's so many things that I loved, right? And it took me hours to do the intro alone. But I'm pretty I don't know. I do a lot of, you know, tweak this, tweak that. But anyways, but I'm glad you enjoyed it, man. Here's a new one for you, bro. Much appreciated to the super chat. Here we go.
Here we go. Smiling. Now down to the pelvis. Front, back, push it, pull it, yeah! Ho! Ho! The bigger the circle, the thinner the waist. If you want a boogie.
There we go. Oh, man. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, bro. I got some new clips. Hatchet Boys, one more before I leave. Power Rangers. Oh, yeah. Yes. Ben saying I used to ride my bike down the block to 7-Eleven to play arcade and get comics. Yes. Spooky Rebel saying I got to meet Stan Lee. Oh, wow. That's awesome, man. Oh, man. A legend. An absolute legend, man. When I saw, God, I can't remember which movie it was, whether it was Spider-Man, maybe it was Captain Marvel. No, Captain Marvel was his last movie he was. Anyways, whichever movie it was, I remember seeing it in the theater where the intro was the Stan Lee tribute. I'm not gonna lie, guys, I cried. I'm not gonna lie, because you gotta understand, you know, Stan Lee, these comics, you know, shows like The Incredible Hulk, these movies, all of this Marvel Cinematic Universe or whatever, you know, they go back to those days, you know, with people like him. And so when he passed, number one, I was sad anyways, but when I saw that tribute on the screen, man, it was just like, it's like, wow, man, you know. But that's so cool you got to meet him. Seriously, that is, wow. Dang. Awesome stuff, man. All right, I'm going to skip ahead a little bit, but Carrie said you could always do a live stream about comic books that were adapted into movies. Yeah, we've thought about that. We have. And again, you know, it's always about, you know, what works, you know, as far as the time, you know, where we can fit things in, because there's so much stuff on the list to do. And also just, you know, viewers, their interest in stuff too. Talking about Marvel stuff or or the movies, which of course, you know, me and my brother are really big into Coriander as well. You know, it just we don't have as much interest in that. So it's kind of like putting all the work into setting it up and doing it. It just doesn't make as much sense. You know, at some point, you know, we'll be able to do that regardless, you know, when we get a certain amount of, you know, exposure. But trust me, those are things that, especially myself, and I know Kill could as well, we could talk about that stuff for hours, you know, literally hours. I mean, tons of stories, years worth. But yeah, we'll see. What's up? Jim's in the house. What's up? Listening while I'm at work. I appreciate that. I know a lot of people are at work at this time, but when you guys are able to hang out and listen, I really appreciate it. What's up, Michael? Good to see you. Alf was great. That's right. Yep. Omni saying, did anyone used to watch Shaft? Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Good call. The House Party movies. Oh, man. I used to love those. God, man. They were good, man. Kid and Play back in the day, man. Trick or Treat. The 13 Ghosts of Scooby-Doo and a pup named Scooby-Doo. Yeah, those were good ones. Yes. Carrie, once again, you win. When we talk, you guys, well, I know some of you guys have come in late, and I know I'm way behind on the chat, but we've had, for me personally, just as a person, you know, a fan of these shows and stuff, we've had a couple of high moments here. Three's Company was a very high moment. We're talking about TV shows. Carol Burnett, and now we're talking about, for me, I literally grew up with Robin Williams. Okay. We did an episode, and this was a long time ago, so I'm sure a lot of you guys haven't even seen it, but we talked about comedies from the different decades, and we talked about Robin Williams for a little while. And if I'm not mistaken, I'm pretty sure we did this. We had a video tribute to him, and yeah, it was really, really, it was emotional, because me and my brother, and Coriander as well. But I know in our household as kids, we grew up with Robin Williams, and Mork and Mindy was the beginning of that. I loved that show so much. It did run into the 80s because I watched it well into the 80s. It ran because even as a little kid, 5, 6 years old, I remember watching it and just enjoying it so much, you know. Um, and of course, the huge filmography he had, wonderful roles, and also becoming an actor that he was taken seriously as well. He was a comedic giant, but his dramatic stuff was amazing too. One of my favorite movies of his is Awakenings, him and Robert De Niro. Sad movie, great movie. A lot of people don't talk about that. At some point, I want to. Again, it's something that's absolutely totally different for this channel. So you have to weigh those types of things. But great movie, and Robin Williams was fantastic in it. And of course, Robert De Niro is Robert De Niro. He always. But anyways, I went down a rabbit trail, but just thinking about Robin Williams and just the emotion around talking about him. But he counts. He always counts. So thank you for that, Carrie. That was a really that was a great memory. Gina going with the monkeys. Yes, absolutely. Jennifer. Oh man, wow, yes. Does anyone remember a Canadian vampire show, I think late 80s, early 90s, called Forever Night? Yes. You guys, listen, I know I say this with live streams, and I know a lot of you guys spending time in the live streams is it takes up time, because here we are almost at an hour and a half. If you guys get a chance, throw some of these in the comment section. Number one, it's fun just thinking about them as I'm reading these. That's why I'm rabbit trailing so much. That was a great show, but just hearing you say that, it just makes me. I think what's cool, and it might sound cheesy, but obviously I think a lot of us think this way, because that's why you guys watch the content and you like talking with each other and with us about these things, is that it makes you feel connected to people that they enjoy the same things, or maybe they had similar stories from their childhood or what have you. That's a good one. And Jason, you are right. Ricky Schroeder, Silver Spoons. I loved that show. Holy crap. I loved it. Carrie, thank you. Clue. Oh my God, we did it. And Carrie, I know you know this, but for the rest of you guys, we did an episode on Clue. I was so excited to talk about it. And we had a blast. We had a great talk about it, me, Coriander, and Killian. Not many people saw it, because obviously it's a comedy, but to me, it's one of the funniest movies ever, from 1985. And look who's here. It's so cool that you're here, man, because I started the stream early, and I know sometimes you pop in around this time. My good friend Steven from Craving Something Scary. First of all, congrats, bro, on 7K. When I woke up this morning and I saw that you did it, I was like, wow, man, that is so cool. So everybody, give a shout out to my man Steven. 7K subs, more than well deserved. We talk so much, through messaging, through text, on the phone, hours worth on the phone. And guys, I'm just saying, and I know, content creators go through this, and a lot of content creators go through this, but just speaking from a personal, side of things, Steven works hard on his channel. And we talked about this before, kind of supporting each other. Every day is work on YouTube, to work on your channel, to edit, to prepare, to plan, to, and all these types of things. So dude, 7K, it's amazing. But I knew you'd do it before Halloween. There was never a doubt in my mind. And man, I'm so proud of you, man, and happy. But he's saying Sledgehammer. I know he loves Sledgehammer. I do too. But Steve is probably the biggest Sledgehammer fan I have ever met, which is so cool. And he says, "Trust me, I know what I'm doing, dude." I almost wish I had a Sledgehammer clip. I don't. But look, man, thank you so much. And here's a couple clips for you, bro. Let's do this.
Here you go. Smiling, smiling, smiling. Now to the pelvis. Front, back, push it, pull it, yeah! Ho! Ho! The bigger the circle, the thinner the waist. If you want a boogie.
There it is. And here's another one for you, Steven. And I know hopefully you're still in the chat. And I get it if you're not, because I'm so behind, man. There's been so much love and conversation in this live stream. Here's another one for you, bro. I think you'll love this one too. Gotta work that ass for daddy. Oh, Lord. This is fun stuff, man. This is so much fun. Nanette saying, I would love to come onto the stream. Okay. All right, Nanette. Okay, so hold that thought, because I'm so far behind. That was one of the things I wanted to do. I do have a couple of games. So far behind, guys, because I've been rabbit trailing, but you guys keep talking about great stuff. You know? And Carrie said, yes, the 7K superstar, our good friend Steven from Craving Something Scary. Man, seriously, you guys are gonna get me all emotional just thinking about how much this dude is just so amazing. He's such a brother. Katie's in the chat too. What's up? Omni saying, Night, your voice is good for horror ASMR. We need this in our lives. I appreciate it. I'm not gonna lie to you. At some point, well, you never know. But like I said, I've got ideas for stuff. We'll see what comes to fruition. But thank you so much. I appreciate it. Carrie, you are correct. Molly Ringwald. I mean, man, look, don't get me going on Molly Ringwald. I'm a huge fan. I really am. And yeah, I'll just stop there. I absolutely love her. She can do no wrong. We got Michael Trapson in the chat with us, hanging out. Michael, we are talking about old school TV shows. These guys are coming up with gems from the 80s. I wanted to talk about, 80s movies. Haven't even gotten a lot to the 80s movies, but we've been talking about 80s sitcoms, 80s stars, and it's been so much fun. And thanks for jumping in here, man. Much appreciated. Much appreciated. Let's see. Jen's in the chat. What's up, Jen? My neck and shoulder hurts. I don't know how much typing I can do. Oh my gosh. Well, Jen, I hope that you can enjoy your time here. I started early because I knew I'd have a lot to do and talk about, but we've been talking for a long time about shows from the 80s. TV shows, sitcoms, cartoons, all that type of stuff. It's been so much fun though, seriously. And I'm so far on the live chat because you guys are just having so much good input. Let's see. Million, I've always had a thing for Kimmy Gibbler. Don't judge me. I can't judge anyone, man. I mean, we've been talking about Molly Ringwald. I mean, yeah. I'm just gonna stop there. Oh yes, David. Yes. The Greatest American Hero was a sentimental favorite of mine. Man, I love that show. That theme song is on my playlist too. Okay? That is on my playlist, guys. Like a lot of these theme songs from these shows, I've actually got on my playlist. I play them now, but YouTube would take it down. So, believe it or not. Oh my God. So awesome. Nanette saying, I'm sorry for not being on your live streams on Sunday night, but I will be there Sunday. Much appreciated. And of course, and Nanette knows, I mean, we've had a blast with the Creepshow TV series. And I'm pretty sure we're going to be doing that this Sunday. I'm still kind of figuring out our schedule for this weekend because so much is going on, obviously, with Halloween coming around. But yeah. Jen going with Quantum Leap. Love it. Let's see. Carrie See, Carrie, this is why. This is look, and Katie's saying it too. Okay, it makes sense because you guys are amazing. But seriously, comedic gold, Carol Burnett and Tim Conway. Tim Conway, guys. For you guys, if you're younger or you didn't see it or you don't know what we're talking about, type it up in YouTube. I know there's got to be some Carol Burnett shows on YouTube or some clips or whatever. You are right, Carrie. Tim Conway. I used to have like belly laughs, tears from laughing, crying, watching that show. I love that show. When he would play the oldest man, oh my God, man. Gosh. You guys, I'm telling you. Jason saying I'm putting on my acid wash jeans, rolling those bad boys up, putting on my bomber's jacket because it's cold and getting my mullet cut. Love the 80s. Oh my gosh, you're right, man. You're right. Nanette saying I've been watching the Carol Burnett show. Isn't it amazing? It is amazing, guys. For real. If you listen, you guys keep hearing me say that name. All right, so there's a reason. I'm just saying these are recommendations. I can only hope that if you've never seen these things that you enjoy them like I have. But Carol Burnett, okay? Steven, you know what's up. I knew you knew what's up. Mama's Family. You own all the seasons of DVD. Man, dang, just thinking about it, man. We should do some watch parties on stuff like that, man. We should. I'm saying it right now live, and I know you do this with your Wednesday morning streams, man. You get a little bit of behind the curtains talk. This is behind the curtains talk. We should do some watch parties on some of these old school shows like Mama's Family. I love Mama's Family. Vicki Lawrence. That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Keith's in the chat. What's up, Keith? Love Mama's Family. Small Wonder. Yes. Charles in Charge. Good one, man. Good one. Now, see, look, and Keith, thank you for that. Because just hearing everybody, what they like, it gives me a sense of them. Because obviously you guys get a sense of me. And I know we're not talking horror. Keith, I know you love horror. We are going to talk some horror movies, hopefully, if we get a chance. Because we're talking these TV shows and going down memory lane. But I'm glad to hear that you love Mama's Family too, bro. Seriously. Yes. Carrie saying Carol Burnett was a comedic genius, if you ask me. She was. She is. Always will be. For me. Absolutely. Absolutely. No doubt. No doubt. David, a fan of The Equalizer. I used to love that show so much. I mean, I still do. Wow. That's right. And the score done by Stuart Copeland of The Police. Yes. Wow, man. And Jason, I'm talking about all this type of stuff and, kind of a lot is, flying past my head. But Jason bringing us down to earth. Please like, comment, share, and subscribe to the Nightwatch Zone. Yes. And if you guys get a chance, let me know how many likes we got. I know that I'm all over the place, but it's because I'm so excited talking about these things, man. And Jason, I appreciate you doing that because obviously we know the general is still feeling better, getting better. And we definitely miss her. So right now, it's almost like you're stepping into the general's shadow to take care of us. So you guys know the drill. You know the routine. If you don't follow the rules, this is what's going to happen to you.
I'm running this monkey farm now, Frankenstein, and I want to know what the fuck you're doing with my time.
That's all I got to say. That's all I got to say. Yes, Jen, and we were just talking about that a while back. Obviously, losing the great Angela Lansbury. Absolutely, yeah. And I loved Murder, She Wrote. Really, the Prince. Carrie, come on, man! You gotta stop it. You're doing a great job. You need to come onto the panel, man. The Princess Bride, a perfect movie. Absolutely perfect. I love Carrie Elways. What a fantastic movie it is. I cannot tell you guys how many times I've seen that damn movie. I love that movie. I love that movie so much. It just brings a smile on my face. Man, God, good job, Carrie. You all right. Memo Boy in the chat say, hey, Knight, have you heard there was rumors around saying that Samara will be an actress in Scream 6 and a friend of Josh Segarra? You know, I did hear that. Memo Boy's like, "Oh, let's get back to the Scream talk." I did hear that. Um, you know, I'm wondering. It would make sense. It would make sense. Um, and Steven saying, yes, 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 it's confirmed. Pixiver on set. Absolutely. Yes, yes. But being a friend of Josh Segarra, you know, I don't, you know, could happen. Could happen. And thanks for that too, Steven. David saying Crazy Like a Fox was awesome. Now, I have not seen Crazy Like a Fox, or at least I don't think I have. So you guys got to fill me in. Tell me how I can find it, who's in it, what it's like. I know Gina mentioned that, so let me know what's going on. And I love seeing new stuff, hearing about new stuff, or stuff that I haven't seen. Carrie saying The Witches of Eastwick. Yeah. Oh my God. First of all, you got Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay, so you've already won. Okay. Okay, I'm not gonna go any further. You know, Michelle Pfeiffer. Okay. Susan Sarandon. Absolutely love Susan Sarandon. Of course, Jack. I mean, that's all. I'm not even gonna say his last name. You know who I'm talking about. Jack and Cher. Great movie. Carrie. That's a great movie. I love that movie, and that would be a great live stream. You know, dude, like right now we're an hour and a half in. We've literally talked about maybe about 10 different things that are either on my list of things to maybe do for the channel, and we've also come up with about 5 others. So this is really, really cool, man. Keith said Bozo the Clown Show was awesome. Dang, that's an old one. Oh yes, nice. I love it. That's a great. Oh man, you guys, memory lane, man. Jason still preaching the gospel. Thank you so much. The merch store, what a difference, man. Look, and it is what it is. But you know, if you've not checked out the merch store, check it out. You know, you might get some cool stuff. It's almost winter time, guys, and I don't want to put words into the general's mouth, but she got one of our hoodies and was out and about in nature and said it was so warm and so comfortable. And I really appreciated that. I was glad that she not only loved the hoodie, but it was actually functional. So Memo Boy saying thank you to Steven. I was hearing that the Scream 6 will be her role will be as an actress. Yes. Yep. That's what I was saying. I heard that too. I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's true because it's rumor, but it could be. Carrie talking about Purple Rain. Oh yeah. Yes. The late great Prince, you know. Steven's a fan, absolutely. And, you know, as we've been saying, a lot of late greats, you know, that's the other part about it too, guys, and especially when we were doing the Brass Tacks series. Part of that was to pay respect to these fantastic actors, actresses, filmmakers, you know, cartoonists, everything, and appreciating them while we still can, you know. So again, we're going to try to get back to that series. It was really a left turn for the channel in a lot of ways, because again, we were talking about TV shows, we were talking about cartoons, we were talking about comic books and all these types of things that people wouldn't associate with the channel. But yeah, we're gonna get back to that. There's a lot of great memories, so stay tuned, guys. And if we do that, please support it, because I mean, again, those things they really do strike a chord, and it seems like for a lot of you guys here in this stream, you know. Blackasan, pretty sure the Stan Lee tribute was at the start of Captain Marvel. Yeah, I think so. If I remember correctly, yeah, that's what I thought. It was a fantastic little tribute. Like I said, man, it made me cry. I'm just being honest. It actually made me cry. And when I saw it, it was a bunch of us. You know, I usually would go to the Marvel movies with me, a bunch of my buddies, the kids, and it usually would be at least 8 or 9 of us strong. And yeah, man. And I wasn't the only one that shed a tear. So yeah. Jason coming, yep, Metallica, and and you know, we talked about a lot of Metallica on that 80s stream and the 90s stream, you know. So yeah. Ben, you're right. Stan Lee was the man. He still is, right? His memory and his works live on, man. Pittsburgh Nelly, what's up? All right. Jen saying several comics and cartoons became Broadway musicals. That's true too. Yes, very true. And Jen saying I had the pleasure of meeting Robin Williams. I would have loved to have done that. I don't know what I would. I probably would have been so damn starstruck. Like I said, I grew up watching Robin Williams. And that's not. I'm not. You know, I'm not trying to sound melodramatic, but just so many great moments. And like I said, when we did a I did a little tribute thing to him when we talked about our favorite comedies of the decades. We did the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s. Um, yeah, yeah, absolutely. Let's see. Carrie saying, I feel you, Knight. I grew up with Robin Williams too. He could do anything. I love Jack. One of my favorite movies of his. Jack was really good. He could do anything, man. He proved it, right? I mean, his his talent was unbelievable. Just so unbelievable. The energy and just the talent is just unbelievable. He could make you laugh doing it. This is a story that I really love him. And of course, if you guys, obviously, if you watch my channel, you guys know in my intros, I'm a huge fan of once again saying the late great Christopher Reeve, Superman. um, you know he and that movie meant a lot to me, especially as a young kid. And Christopher Reeve and Robin Williams, they were friends. And I believe they were college roommates too, if I'm not mistaken. Anyways, long story short, when Christopher Reeve had his accident, which, God, man, just thinking about it is just. Anyways, as the story was told, if I'm saying it correctly, and I know I'm pretty close to it being accurate, Robin Williams came to visit Christopher Reeve, and instead of being sad, or because it was such a sad thing to see Superman, become disabled, right? Robin Williams made him laugh. That was Robin Williams, I guess, is the point I'm trying to say. Legend to legend. And yeah, man, yeah. Let's see. Carrie saying I need to rewatch Indiana Jones with Harrison Ford. I've not seen them in a while. Carrie, yes, you do. You have to see them. Always. That's always in my steady rotation. Absolutely love it. Um, Raiders of the Lost Ark is one of my favorite movies of all time. It doesn't matter which genre. So yeah, definitely. You got to rewatch them. And if you do, let me know, because it's always cool to hear. I love hearing other people that enjoy these things too, because it just makes me aware of my own love of these things. You know. Jen, speak about Robin Williams. He was amazing. I was at an audition in NYC. There were hundreds of people waiting. Robin Williams was rehearsing in another studio in the building. He was on a break and came to talk to us. Wow. Jeez, man. That's awesome, man. It really, really is, man. And and I remember, just seeing him doing so many things for charity. Obviously, especially with him and Billy Crystal and Whoopi. Um, just a cool person. I can't really say much more. Million coming in with "Give Me a Break," yes, and "Facts of Life." I loved "Facts of Life." Oh man, wow. Oh, great memories, man. Great memories. I really want to do stuff on that. I really want to do live streams on that stuff, guys. It just, we'll see. We'll see. Memo Boy saying congrats to Steven on 7K. Heck yes, man. Heck yes. Jason speaking my language. Now, this is for the real ones. And don't feel bad if you don't know it. But all right, Leroy, who's the one and only master? Talking about The Last Dragon, man. We did an episode on that. Me and my brother, we were just geeking out the whole time because we grew up on that movie. Such a great movie, The Last Dragon. Oh man. Oh, tell you. Let's see. And I know I'm way behind. Way behind. Steven, thank you so much, bro. Much love. Same to you, man. Seriously. I'm just so happy and proud of you, man. Seriously. You know, you just done a heck of a job. Nanette says, Steven, what is Sledgehammer about? Steven could tell you. He could. Steven, let me. And again, obviously, I've been saying it myself. When we do stuff as content creators, there's a lot that goes into that. Also, what our viewers are interested in. Steven, you literally could do, even if it's just a short video, just talk about your love of Sledgehammer. Because, man, you get me. And I watched it too, you know. But your love for it is just epic. But yeah, Steven could tell you all about it in the net and then some. Yes. Let's see. Carrie saying, can we just talk about one of Knight's faves, Friday the 13th? You mean the movie? If you're talking about the movie, yeah, the movie, seriously, that was the movie that got me into this. If it was not for that movie, I mean, I probably still would have jumped into horror at some point, but that's the movie that once I was able to get over that movie, the fear of it, watching it, that is, that's what started my love of horror movies, and I'm pretty sure you're talking about the movie, but regardless, Carrie, thank you for that, because it just made me think. Obviously, the poster's right here. Just thinking about that moment when I finished watching the movie, and I was like, I kind of like that, and just to think about all these years later, just being a horror fan, so that movie will always be so special to me. It really will. So, thanks for that, Carrie. You guys are bringing a lot of good memories to me. Hopefully, this conversation is bringing good memories to you guys too. Jason, you're right. Steven's beyond amazing. He really is, and especially knowing him and the behind the scenes and becoming just a friend and brother, and a lot of things that you guys will never see, a lot of things that you guys may not even ever hear about. So knowing a person who's a great content creator, of course, but knowing him as a person and all of the dedication, guys, the hard work, the sacrifices to do what he does on his channel, and I can sympathize because it is a lot of hard work. So deserving of well, obviously a hell of a lot more than 7K, but he's going, man. He's rocking and rolling. He's gonna the sky. I sent him a text message this morning, and I messaged him and everything, and there are no limits. There are no limits, So yeah. And Steven explaining Sledgehammer. It is a must watch. Yes. Carrie, you're right. A Sledgehammer watch party. Oh my gosh. There you go. You guys got me all getting all emotional here. All right, hold on. Let me I'm way behind, and I know I'm way behind. I am going to refill my coffee and get myself together, because you guys are just absolutely amazing. This is a great stream, and I do want to do maybe like a little game or whatever. I know Nanette said she could come on, so we'll try to set that up as well. So I'm just going to take a quick moment, get some more coffee, and you guys, continue the conversation. I'll be back. All right, guys. We are back, and also want to make sure I do this as well. Just to give a shout out to Melissa. We've got a new channel member. Melissa, thank you so much. I don't know if you're in the chat, but seriously, thank you so much. It really, really means a lot, and it's even hard to put it in words, especially when you can have someone do that on a live stream and be able to thank them live. It really helps a lot. It really does. It helps to keep the lights on. It helps to allow me to stream more, and especially for you guys that watch a lot of what we do on the channel. I stream a lot. There's a lot of content, but it's truly because of the support you guys give coming into live chats and leaving comments, liking the videos, sharing videos out, hanging out with us, hanging out with each other here. And for you guys that are Patreon members and channel members, it really is a lifeline, and it really means so much. So Melissa, thank you so much. I really appreciate you, and it's always fun having you in the live chats and in the comment section, the videos and everything. So seriously, I'm truly speechless, but thank you so much. Okay, guys. So now that we've taken a second and I got some more coffee, I know that I'm way behind on the live chat. You guys know how that goes, but we'll see what happens. And again, of course, super chats go to the front line, but they also are highlighted, so it's easy to see them when I'm scrolling through. But anyways, let's see. I know I got to catch up here. Blucka. So I can't wait to see the highly anticipated title bout between Craven Something Scary and Fate Decided when Stu does or doesn't return. Oh man, that's a good one. It would be fun. It'll be fun. Oh man. Let's see. Carrie, sounds like Knight had a crush on Molly Ringwald. Had? Had's not the right word. Steven, it was part of being an adolescent male in the 80s. That's great. You guys are all right. Carrie said it's okay. Christian Slater for me. Right? Right? Oh man, you guys are too funny. Jim saying the best parts on Carol Burnett were when they would break character laughing at each other. Harvey Korman, enough said. I know. That is so true. Thank you for that. Seriously, man. Thank you for that, because I'm seeing it in my head so many times when I would crack up because they were cracking up. They literally, and again, I've got it on physical, and I've seen interviews with them talking with each other. They just had so much friggin' fun doing this show. Okay? And when you hear an actor or a comedian or artist, any type of artist or any person, when you can see the fun that they're having or the passion they have for something, it automatically opens your mind to it, and if you know about what they're doing or what they're talking about it just like with you guys talking about these different things, it's like getting me emotionally going too, but yeah, I love those moments when they would break character. Yeah. Steven, yeah, some funny stuff, man. My gut hurts from laughing just thinking about some of the skits. They were so good. Oh my gosh. Memo Boy saying, Knight, have you heard any rumors of the plot in Scream 6 would be? Want to Scream talk? Where's Craven? Well, hey, and look, I'll let me just make sure in case my phone's going off, man. Oh man. All right, hold on, guys. This is literally live. You're welcome, Steven. Oh man. Come on, man. Don't get me so emotional live. Oh man. You're welcome, bro. And by the way, like I said, um I want to get, you know, I keep saying this. People are like, "When are you going to do it?" You guys are just having some great conversation here, bringing me into these conversations too. Um I know Nanette wants to come on the panel. Steven, if you want to jump on too, um, because I've got a little game I wanted to play. I don't want to tell you what it is until we get you guys on, but it'll be fun. But Memo Boy's like, let's talk about Scream. I have heard a couple of things, which I'm assuming is only rumor, but nothing really, not anything that's big. It's been very dry with just the marketing and little details that are given to Scream. Although I did see a really cool clip of Melissa and Jenna wishing fans, happy holidays, happy Halloween, and stuff like that, which is really, really cool seeing them together. But yeah, but we will be talking Scream. I mean, we know that the marketing is definitely going to start going into gear very, very soon. Probably a lot sooner than we even think. Watch Party for Mama's Family and Sledgehammer. Yeah. Carrie, it's 80s talk today. Well, it's funny because I was going to say, and to give some Scream talk, with Scream, obviously 1996, but when you think about Wes and Kevin, and the whole idea of making this iconic and wonderful movie, it does stem back, to the 80s. It does stem back to that golden age of the slashers. And of course, you see that all through the movie, and even though Halloween was 78, when I say 80s, I think back a little bit to, 77 or so, and, and even the first couple of years in the 90s. But so Scream is definitely an homage to all of that, so there's some little Scream going on there. um and Extron's in the chat. What's up, Extron? How you doing? All right. Memo Boy heading out. Oh, just because we're not talking Scream. Oh well. Can't make everyone happy. Or I should say Scream 6. Jen saying one of my favorite movies from the 80s is Mystic Pizza. Yes. Good call. Jamie's in the chat. What's going on? Good to see you. Good to see you, Jamie. Nanette saying we need to watch some great comedies after all the horror movies this month. Yeah, I mean, look. I mean, obviously you guys that have been around long enough, or for you guys that know me, horror is my favorite genre, right? And within the last, I'd say 3 months, maybe even 5, for me personally as a content creator, I've been in like the 10th gear as far as content, collaborations, just being around and just doing a lot of talk about horror. Obviously, a lot of it being, movies that have been coming out, Scream talk, anything we've heard about Scream, the Nev situation, and of course Halloween, and obviously doing the Lethal Collective. So, you guys know, I mean, it's out there. I've been around a lot. But you're right, Nanette. It is good to sometimes, balance up a little bit. And I'm just going to let people know now. Again, it's a lot of the behind the scenes stuff you guys get on these morning streams. But, we're going to, like I said, I'm going to get back to the Brass Tacks series and kind of open up things. I've got a couple things kind of planned with some other folks to join us on panel, and and I know Killian and Coriander are really excited to be able to do those things. This stream alone is definitely giving me kind of like a litmus test on people's vibes as far as talking about things like, getting back into things like talking about TV shows, especially from the 80s. So that stuff is coming, and I think you should do that. Omni saying, I feel like I'm part of a family when I come here and on Craven's channel and Killjoy's channel. Well, thank you so much. that's how we look at it, and I know Steven and Jake look at it the same way. We just enjoy hanging out with you guys. We enjoy the conversation, and you guys are so cool, so knowledgeable, and very supportive of each other, which is that's what's really cool to see, man. Just people enjoying their time together, and it is a family. It really is. So I'm glad that you feel that too. And Jen saying 24 in the chat, 34 likes. All right, guys, that's not bad. We gotta get at least to 50. We gotta get at least to 50. And I know this stream, even the way that it's put out there, as far as talking about the 80s, whether it's the title and the thumbnail, I know a lot of people aren't going to be like, oh, let me jump into that. But I will say this has been a really fun morning stream for me. Just going down memory lane, this is one that really stands out. So yeah Jamie. Oh yeah, from the clip. Yeah, it was. Oh man. All right, so I'm gonna do some catching up here. Oh, and yeah, Jamie, and I didn't get a chance to see your live, but I will definitely be checking it out. And I'm glad that Scarefest was fun, and I've heard so many great things, and I've seen so many great pictures from people and stuff. That's awesome. I'm so glad you enjoyed it. I really wish I could have been there too. There were people. It was people taking pictures in groups, content creators that got a chance to meet each other. And that was just so cool to see. I was like, man, I wish I could have been there too. I would have been meeting all of you guys, which would have been cool. Carrie's saying, I know Knight will love this one. The Karate Kid. That movie wanted me to learn how to do the swan kick. Carrie, I'm telling you, man. And I've had some people ask me, it's like, well, you teach martial arts and you love martial arts, but you haven't talked about the Karate Kid. Plus, it's from the 80s. Guys, I'm just, the finger is on the button, to push it or pull the trigger, whatever you want to call it. It will happen. It will. That movie, I won't even go down that road. It'll get me going. But that movie means a hell of a lot to me. It really does. So it will happen. It will. Jamie said, are we talking musicals? We can talk about whatever we want from the 80s, because I think that's one thing about the 80s is that, and we talked a little bit about music earlier, the TV shows, the sitcoms, and obviously the movies, just so much. We've gone 2 hours in this live stream, guys, and I feel like we haven't even touched the surface, really based upon the conversation you guys are having and getting me going on these rabbit trails. So this is awesome. We got Eric in the chat. What's going on? The Bearded Entertainment saying, what's up, all you beautiful people? What's going on, man? Hope you're doing well. We're just chilling out, talking about the 80s. I want to do this game thing, but we'll see. Let's see. Jennifer, yes, The Fly. Enough said. Yes. We did our episode on The Fly and The Fly too. I absolutely love that movie. David Cronenberg in the 80s. I mean, the movies he was doing, just and also late 70s. Great stuff. Steven's a fan of the Karate Kid. It never gets old. Yeah. JJMPB saying, where do I find the merch store? Jen or Carrie, if you could, please put the link into for the merch store into the chat. If you can. If not, I will find a way to do it. But yes, but the link is also on the YouTube page in the About section. But yeah, check it out and grab some merch. Yes. Carrie's saying, Nettie, oh my God, you have to. Mask is so good. Actually based on a true story, also with Sam Elliott and Eric Stoltz. Yes. Oh my gosh. That movie, like, it's a movie that, oh man, I love that movie so much. I really do. Cher was amazing in that movie. She was amazing in that movie. Wow. Fame. Wow, Omni. Good call. You never saw it except a few clips. Check it out. Check it out. Great show. Oh my gosh, just thinking about it. Wow. Whew. Let's see. Jason saying, how about the sound of just opening up a Blockbuster videotape? Yeah. Oh my God. Blockbuster was like Disney World for me. You know what I'm saying? Jamie. The 80s had some good times back then. Puberty was fun. Oh man. Eric saying, man, when the Stan Lee voiceover came on for the Marvel recap commercial, I shed a tear or two. It's true. It's true. I did too, man. You know, just thinking about all the things that branched off from him, you know what I'm saying? Whether it's comic books or cartoons and TV shows and this whole Marvel cinematic universe is just amazing. The reach that he's had, you know? Yeah. Yep. Ooh, good call. Steven coming in with the wow. Insomnia. I love that movie. Robin Williams, Al Pacino. Whoo. Christopher Nolan directed. And, you know, hopefully, if you guys hang around long enough, you guys know I absolutely love Christopher Nolan movies. And no one talks about Insomnia. At some point, I will be. I really will be. I love that movie so much. Good call. Good call. Billy Crystal, of course. Legend. Oh my gosh. Let's see. Village of the Damned. Good call. Trick or Treat. Good call. I love that movie. Love it. Jamie saying, when I think of the 80s, I think Goonies. Yes. Facts of Life, Nightmare on Elm Street, Michael Jackson, MTV, American Gladiators, and Star Search. Star Search. Oh, wow. Yes. Oh my gosh. Wow. You guys are all right. Show enough. Oh man. Good stuff. Wow. You guys are something else, man. Jamie giving congrats to Steven on the 7K. Absolutely, man. And wow. Yeah. Oh, all right. Hold on, guys. Sometimes things can happen. You never know. It's almost like Christmas sometimes. All right. It's like when you least expect it. All right. I got so much stuff going on. This is great stuff though, guys. Seriously. Scary movie. Yeah. It's a classic. Classic. The Exorcist. Yes. Carrie's saying the 80s and 90s are my favorite eras when it comes to movies. They are the most rewatchable gems out there. Yeah, it is true, man. Just so much good stuff. Jen saying since the Lethal Collective is now monetized, I think they should start getting sponsors. That would be cool. That would be very cool. Oh man. We'll see though. Dark Moon's in the chat. The Lethal Collective is brought to you by Heinz Spicy Mustard. I love it. Let's see. I know I'm way behind, guys. Oh, Melissa's in the chat. Hey, Melissa. And you might be saying thank you for, yes, and thank you so much for becoming a channel member. Thank you. That it was just really cool to see. Thank you so much. Much appreciated. More than I could express, seriously. And I'm so excited. It's just awesome. Baby's kids. Yes. What's up? Paul's in the chat. My man Paul. Finally got around to see Barbarian this week. Yes, but No movie has gotten under my skin like that in a good few years. Fantastic stuff. Absolutely, man. Um, I'm hoping to talk about it fully soon because we've seen it, and yeah, man, it it goes to show you that horror, especially we're talking horror movies, of course, horror still has so much to offer that is new and fresh, and that is a movie that, man, I didn't know where it was going. There was actual screams and gasp in the theater when we saw it. I loved it. I love it. Melissa saying, I wish I could be a higher member, but not working at the moment, taking care of my mom, has dementia. Hey, no problem at all. I understand that. And I just appreciate just even the thought of it. And definitely, I always say to people too, because not everyone can do those things. And that's perfectly fine. And I always want people to be comfortable doing it. But thank you again. The thought of it alone, it really it means a lot. It really, really does. So thank you so much. And trust me, we've got fun things that we do. And even I think it was 2 Sundays ago, we did an all channel members party, and we were watching Motel Hell, and it didn't matter, what level you were on, And so, yeah, thank you so much, Melissa. Well, sometimes when you're just kicking back, and Melissa also saying, well, that is awesome. Well, Melissa, that's a really great thing that you've done, especially for my good friend Steven. And maybe what I could do is bring the man on himself and let him read that comment. So without further ado, my good friend, my brother, Mr. 7K subs himself. He's probably like, all right, man, don't build me up like that. I love him though. Here he is, Steven from Craving Something Scary.
Really good. You're gonna make me jump off, man. I'm like, I can't go on now. Thank you so much, bro. Seriously. That's so sweet, man.
I can see you like, all right, man, all right.
Yeah, it's like, okay, kill it.
Yeah.
No.
Well, look, man.
I appreciate it. No, I really do. I do appreciate it, man.
I know, man. I mean, you know how we are, for all of us, especially in the collective, but all my content creator friends, no matter where they are in this journey, it's always great to see them, having these milestones, having great moments, and having fun at what they're doing.
Right.
And obviously, bro, I knew you, and I know I've said it in, I think I messaged you on Instagram, text message, community post, but I knew you were going to do this before Halloween. And again, man, congrats. And Melissa saying that she's a member of your channel too.
Yeah, Melissa, thank you so much. I'm so glad I can actually say it instead of just type it. Thank you so much. I'm very, very excited to have you as a Cravenite in the family, in the inner circle of the cult of Craven, and as well as being a Nightwatchian, which I'll coin that name for you there, a Nightwatchian.
I love that.
So it's a great day. Thank you, Melissa. It does mean a lot. And like Knight said, it really does. And
yes,
never underestimate the impact you guys have on us and our channels by your faithful support. It makes a huge difference. And some people, like I've had somebody say before, well, how can my $5 help you? How can what can that do? What can $3 do? And I'm like, in my time, more than you know. That's my answer. More than you know. So so whatever it is, what level it is, I always thought every level we appreciate, and it all counts.
Absolutely.
And so anyway, thank you, Melissa. You're awesome, and I appreciate it so much. Thank you.
Absolutely. And you coined the phrase the best, just saying it just helps to fill up that gas tank, when we're running low, whatever that may be, whether it's we don't get enough sleep, or we're stuck with ideas, or we didn't do all the editing we wanted to do, or maybe we got a lot of stuff going on family wise or personally wise, when we see the support, whatever it may be, whether it's a message, a comment, a like, a membership, it helps. It helps. It really does. Yeah,
it does. And there's a lot of you that are you're just God-made encouragers. He just flat out designed you, and with that part of your personality, where you encourage other people, you just pour into others. And when you guys share that gift with us and you pour into us, whether, like Knight said, whatever it is, whether it's a like, a thumbs up, a referral, it doesn't matter. All that stuff is pouring into us, and we feel it and we know it and we see it. And it means it really does help get our tanks filled up. So we appreciate you guys so much.
We do. We really do. And Stephen, now this was totally unplanned to have you on, but I'm all excited to have you on here. Now, I did have, I guess I'll call it a game type of thing, but if you're up for doing it, we could do this live and, see what happens. But anyways.
Hey, absolutely.
All right. So, and I've been saying this the whole morning. Like, I started early and here we are over 2 hours. And this conversation in the live chat has just been amazing. And it's been throwing me down rabbit trails. And so anyways, it's great stuff. Extron saying, can you do a watch party of the original Saw? Ooh, that would be a fun one.
I would love to do one of those too.
I would love to do it. Maybe. And speaking of which, we are almost through our Saw series. We've got Jigsaw coming up on Friday night. Plus, we're going to have like a little, whatever you want to call it, Halloween celebration. So that'll be fun. I'll consider that, because that would be a fun thing to do. The original Saw. Yeah.
Yes. Oh man.
Yeah.
That original one was it started a whole subgenre essentially. It was so iconic,
Yes. Let's see. And I know I'm way behind on the live chat, guys, but you guys know how this thing goes. Melissa saying, do you like Cobra Kai? I do. It's a fun show. I still got to catch up on it though. And I know Denisha, who usually is at work, she's been wanting me to talk about Cobra Kai so bad. And but I will at some point. I got to catch up on it, but I love it.
Knight, I have a question for you, man. How do you have the discipline? Of course, you're a very disciplined person, but how do you have the discipline to not binge that show? Like, how do you make yourself push stop on Cobra Kai? Because I've not found a way to do it yet.
It is tough to do it, man. I actually binged the first 2 seasons because I couldn't stop. But then, logistically, I had to stop.
You have to stop.
But yeah, it is the type of show where you just keep on going because it's that good. It truly is, and it's all the feels and.
Oh man.
I'm a Karate Kid fan, so I'm gonna try not to get too emotional. But yeah, I love that show so much. It is fantastic. It really, really is.
It is. Man.
Jen, thank you for putting in the link. Yes. Ooh, and there's a comment from you too. Christy McNichol.
Buddy.
Oh my gosh.
That's
Dude,
right.
I almost forgot about Christy McNichol.
I'm telling you, that was my first celebrity crush, my man. I will never forget that movie in 82. And I used to, funny story, real funny story. So my dad used to work, because my dad was an incredible musician, masterful pianist. And he would play gigs all over Houston when I was young at night. And so he would typically play 3-4 nights a week at least. Well, there was this one place he played at regularly that on the way, really within like half a mile, was a theater, a movie theater. And it was a small theater, only had like 3 cinemas in it.
Yeah.
Anyway, so what we would do is that he would drop me off at the theater. And then while he was gigging for 4 hours, I was watching movies. And it was kind of a thing. It was really fun. And the reason I bring this up is the pirate movie, it was 82 when it came out, and I went and saw it, and I immediately fell in love with Christy McNichol. Like, the movie was like secondary
right
at that point. And all I know is, like, I kept saying every time I could go with my dad, I'm like, Dad, I want you drop me off at the theater this time. He's like, what are you gonna watch, son? What do you want to see? I was like, I want to see the pirate movie again. He's like, really? I was like, you've seen that like 5 times? Like, yep. Yeah. And I don't know how many times I went and saw it. I don't remember, but I would go multiple times. I had all the songs memorized back then. And last thing I'm gonna say, for nostalgia purposes, I looked it up to see if it was even in print anywhere on DVD. And do you
Okay.
know, Night, it's in print. You can actually buy that
Really?
movie on DVD. So I got it. I bought it. This is like, I don't know, a year or two ago. I
Yeah.
bought the movie and I watched it. And have you ever had a moment where something hits something, a nerve in your memories that you didn't
Yes.
remember until then? And
Yes.
the minute the last song of the movie starts to start, they start singing it. Give
Mm-hmm.
me a happy ending. Anyway, I'm not telling you, this emotion hit me, and it wasn't contrived. It wasn't anything. It just overwhelmed me with emotion. I started tearing. I started bawling like a little baby. And I'm not
Wow.
ashamed to admit this. I'm secure in
Yeah.
my feelings. Um,
Right.
I don't even. It just hit me like out of nowhere, and I, for just a second, my brain thought I was a kid again.
Isn't that crazy?
And I'm almost getting
It's,
it right now. It just for a second, my brain thought I was a little kid again.
man, seriously, this whole stream has made me kind of feel like that. That's why I had to take a break a little while ago. I'm
I
being
need
honest
one
with you guys.
now.
I did need to refill my coffee, but these guys in the live chat were hitting me with, Robin Williams, John Ritter, Carol Burnett. These were
Wow.
they were important to me, as a fan of the medium, TV and movies and music and so forth. And so
Yeah.
that's what I felt too. And it was almost like I was back there. You know what I'm saying? So I know exactly what you're talking about, bro. And I think that is some of the magic. That also is some of the fuel that I have for the gas tank. You know what I'm saying? When I'm working, those overnights, you know how it is.
Oh yeah.
And in theory, I'm too tired to do anything, but I know I got to do some editing or planning or prepping for something. That it's the
Yeah.
love of these things, the passion for these things that really helps out so much, as well as the support and friendships like you. But if you don't love what you do, if you don't have a true passion for it, then you won't always have that extra oomph to keep
No.
doing things. You know what I'm saying?
No. It'd be like, oh yeah, no, I'm just gonna go ahead and go to bed.
That's right.
Yeah. It's like,
I've got
it'll be fine.
yes.
And that just, I thoroughly believe that that does not exist in you and I's DNA.
Yeah.
I just don't.
Yeah.
And sometimes it's to a detriment
Yes, it
because
is.
it means we're getting much less sleep and we're getting, whatever. It can be a lot of things
Yep.
involved, but at the end of the day, it's almost like you're all in. You got to be all in.
That's right.
Yeah.
Yep. It's true, man. It's true. Real quick, and I know I said I got some stuff I want to do, but just to catch up to you guys a little bit, because I know I had to skip over everyone a lot. So I'm going to answer these pretty quick. Extron saying, would we like to see a sequel to the new TCM? Yes. I'll be curious to see what else they're going to do. I Love Horrors in the chat welcomes, and Monkey Shines is also an awesome movie from the 80s. Yes, it is. George Romero. Nobody talks about that movie, and hopefully I'll get a chance to at some point soon. I absolutely love that movie.
Yeah.
Melissa saying Ghost Story was made on my street. Wow.
That's
Now
awesome.
that is cool. Yeah. And Jamie's a fan of it. Katie is speaking the truth. TV shows from the 80s is the best. Yeah.
100%. And I think the movies arguably are to a big degree too.
I agree, man. I absolutely agree. Melissa saying I used to love going to Blockbuster, rent movies, then went out the business. Then they went out of the business. All of them for sale. All movies 3 for $10, 4 for $20.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, and I did get a bunch of stuff when they were going out of business. That's so funny. Oh my god. And Gina coming in with the truth. I just remembered about Buck Rogers and Battlestar Galactica.
Oh my
Listen,
gosh.
and I know I've already said this about 7 times, but when we did our TV show stream, I had some Battlestar Galactica in it because I absolutely love that show. And we talked about Buck Rogers. I think Coriander talked about Buck Rogers. Check out that stream, guys. I'm telling you, it was so much fun. Oh, man. Great memories. Jason saying Psycho 3, so underrated. I agree.
Okay, Night, I always get this confused. One day I'll remember. Is Psycho 3 the one that Anthony Perkins wrote? It's the murder mystery. It's the whodunit, or is that 2?
2 is the murder mystery.
That's the
Well,
one
actually, well,
that's
okay.
really good.
Let me put it to you this way, because they're both. 2 is when he got out of the asylum.
That's the one I'm talking about right there. Yes.
And he went back to the motel.
Mm-hmm.
And and I don't want to. Well, it's an old movie, so I'm not going to go deep into spoilers. But he was cured.
I know.
In the beginning of the movie, he was cured.
Yeah.
Okay, and you literally get to see the fall. You get what I'm saying? Like when we saw Psycho, he was already ill. You know what I'm saying? Psycho 2 is one of the greatest horror sequels ever. It is so, God, man, don't get me going on this thing. But Psycho 3,
watch party,
right? Psycho 3 was amazing as well, and Anthony Perkins directed it.
Okay,
great movie.
Okay,
great.
I know I've seen it, but I don't remember the plot of that third one. Is that the one where they're on the phone? The person's on the phone. It's like flashbacks, or is that 4?
That's 4.
That's 4. I remember that one really well.
Yeah.
Well, what's the third one, man? Not to slow the stream down, but
no. Well, the third one is just basically after 2. When I don't want to get into spoilers, but it continues from that thread. Norman is back.
Yes.
If you know what I'm saying, and sometimes when you're driving down a dark, stormy road at night and you need to get some shut-eye and you see a place called the Bates Motel, you stop there.
And hang out.
And hang out forever.
Forever.
You know what I'm saying?
How long will you be staying today? Forever.
Oh, man.
Well, let me just say, I need to revisit Psycho 3. I know I've seen it. I watched them all. I just don't know why that one's blanking. But Psycho 2, straight up, is legitimately a very good whodunit. It's a murder mystery whodunit, but it's Bates style. And it's a sad, tragic story, dude.
It is.
It's the only one that I remember ever feeling genuinely bad for Norman Bates.
Yes, it's true.
Yeah.
You absolutely do. It's true.
And I'm not gonna spoil it either, but it's so messed up the way that goes down.
Oh my God. And it has Meg Tilly in it.
Yeah, it sure does. Yep. Guys, if you have not seen Psycho, I know we're talking about Psycho 3, but if you've not seen Psycho 2, and believe it or not, this for a lot of folks in circles I run in, I'm sure it's probably not everybody's, but a lot of people never even seen that movie. I'm like, did you know? And some say there's a sequel. I was like, there's a few.
Yeah, man. It's
Psycho
fantastic.
2 it's a must watch. It's a watch party worthy, man. I mean, that's seriously, dude.
His performance, Anthony Perkins, and again, rest in peace. The character of Norman Bates is so interesting, and what he did with the performance was just iconic stuff. And it still holds up to this day.
Yes.
When you think about actors that play that type of a role, he is still top shelf after all these years, to me.
Sure is.
And in Psycho 2, he was really able to bloom, let's say. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, man.
And Psycho 2 is amazing. When we went through the series, and of course, one of my most frustrating things that was on the first channel that we lost. We've been wanting to redo it, and because we're big fans of the whole series and of Anthony Perkins, but Psycho 2 is amazing, absolutely amazing, and it is a watch party worthy.
It is.
We'll have to figure something out, man, because now you got me on that wavelength, man.
I'm already thinking like this weekend, so we'll talk offline.
Yeah, we will.
It's serious, man. I'm like, let's go.
Oh my God. Melissa talking about Christmas Vacation, A Christmas Story, Silent Night, Bad Santa, Home Alone. Great movies.
Yeah.
Great movies. Absolutely. Love it. Love it. Love it. Christmas Vacation is a much must watch for me every year at Christmas time. I love it. Chevy Chase. Amazing. Carrie said, Night I Better Not Have Made You Cry. Carrie, you're just talking about great stuff. It's good for the heart, though. It really is. It is good for the heart. You guys have put some big smiles on my face.
Ooh,
Yeah,
hey, Knight, real quick. Nanette just said, I know you're catching up, so I won't make you move.
that's
Nanette
okay.
just posted and said all 3 of the Psycho movies, the first 3 are on Peacock right now. But
Ooh,
Psycho,
wow.
so yeah, Psycho is not on a stream service, but she says all 3 of the Psycho movies. So, dude, Psycho 2 and I guess and
Mm,
3 obviously are there. So,
yeah.
whoa,
Ooh. Ooh,
there you
man.
go,
All right.
man.
We're formulating ideas right now live.
We
This is
literally
amazing.
we do this a lot when
Amazing.
we get together, though.
We do. That's what's fun about it though. It's real. It's real. It's organic.
It is.
It really is. Omni saying you guys live stream is helping with my mental state. Oh, I'm so happy to hear that. My mom hasn't been answering the phone. I'm not sure if she's home or not. She's bipolar and diabetic,
Hmm.
working on locating her. Well, I hope that you find her
Yeah,
soon. Seriously.
absolutely, man.
And we're glad that this is at least giving you a little bit of,
Hmm.
some positive vibes, in stressful moments. We hear that so much from a lot of people, and
Hmm.
I'm just happy that it helps. It
Yeah,
really means means a lot. Yeah.
it does. It's incredible, and it's humbling too because when Night and I like I know like when we get together, we're just doing we do this on the phone. Like we
Yeah.
can just I mean this is what we're just literally having a good time talking with each other. We're sharing our thoughts on movies, and you never really stop to think how until we get a note like this from someone that says,
Mm-hmm.
"Hey, your stream your conversation is helping me in some way, whether it be a
Yeah.
distraction or whether it be just something that's stimulating their mind and their thoughts on different things." And it really does mean a lot to hear that. It just
Yeah.
it's because we don't think of it like I guarantee you, I know I can speak for Night. When Night gets on their streams and I'm on mine, we're not sitting there thinking I'm going to affect the people today. I mean, that's
Right.
we're not it's not a you know, like, "Here we go." Um,
Right.
it's literally just we're just here to have a good time, and it means a lot to know that it actually makes a difference, not just for entertainment, but it can go a lot further than that. So,
Right.
that's pretty
It's
awesome.
true.
Yeah.
You hit it on the nail. You really, really did. And so true. But um, much love and prayers and positive
Yes.
thoughts.
Yes.
Absolutely, Omni. Absolutely.
Definitely. Yes.
And Retro's in the chat. What's up,
Hey,
Retro?
what's up,
All right.
Retro?
All right. So this is what we're gonna do, Steven. Now this
Okay.
is all on the fly. We'll see if
Mhm.
this works. It may not, but either way, we're having great conversation. There's a game that I found where it's can you guess the movie poster?
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So I
I'm
just
gonna
figured
be
it'd be
terrible at this.
well, and that's okay. But I figured that some folks might enjoy it as well,
Yeah.
because part of what I was thinking of doing on the horror movie side of things
Mhm.
is to talk about horror movie posters, from the '80s, but also
Yeah.
beyond.
Okay.
Um, but this was a game that I ran across while I was setting up something else, and I was like, "Wow, this looks like it could be fun." So
Yeah.
let me just put this up here
Okay.
and let's see what we get. This could be this could either be a lot of fun or or it could be one of those things like what the heck are we doing here? You
Well,
know what I'm saying?
Saturday night, whenever you're gonna be joining me for my party stream, right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm looking for games right now. And
This could be a good
if
one.
this may be one we continue after today.
Could be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I totally just found it online. It's not anything that it's not anything special that I made. And also just to say, hey, Denisha's in the chat.
Hey.
Craven, congrats on
Aw.
7K.
Thank you,
Yeah,
Denisha. Appreciate you guys so much.
absolutely, absolutely.
The journey
And
continues.
right, I was just about to say, and now the journey to 8K.
Journey to 8 has begun.
That's
That's
right.
right. That's it.
That's how we think.
Yep.
That's really how we think. It's like, all right, let's just keep on going and keep doing what we can
Yes.
do. All
Yes.
right. So let's see if I can get this up here. So I'm going to share the screen. And let's see. I hope this works. I know it'll work, but hopefully it works as a game.
Mm-hmm. Oh.
Okay, now this is a poster, and it's timed.
Oh,
Okay.
it's timed. Okay.
It's timed. Okay, now,
Mm.
and I started it, but I didn't finish it because it's like, okay, it works. Okay, so I'll go with this one. Okay, and then as far as I know, I hit start, and it'll start showing a poster, and it's all glitched out like that, and it eventually goes into focus, and you're just trying to guess it. And when you think you know it, you just say, you know, you guess it, and I stop it and type in what your guess is. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
So this is all live. You know, we'll see how it goes. Okay, so for this first one, and I'm just gonna scroll down a little bit. Okay, there we go. All right. Ooh, it's orange. It's orange.
And this could be any genre, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ooh, I have no guess on this.
This is it's going right now. Oh yeah, it is going. Oh.
All right, I'm just gonna guess A Clockwork Orange.
Yeah, let's just see what happens. Let's go. Let's see what happens.
Whoopsie. Try again. All right. Do you have a guess?
I mean, honestly, just based on the color, I was gonna say Backdraft, but it's probably not. I don't know.
Backdraft. Ooh, that's a great one. Oh, it's not letting me guess. Hold on.
Do you have to hit start? I think you have to hit start again, right?
Oh, I don't know. Okay. Okay, so Backdraft. All right, let's try that.
Let's try it.
I love that movie, man.
Me too, man. I saw it in theaters.
Backdraft. No matching titles.
Try it again, Night, if you don't mind.
Well, maybe it's 2 words.
Try 2 words. Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Maybe if we get lucky. Oh, well.
Nope.
Really? Okay. Well, I guess it's not Backdraft.
Well, I don't know. If anyone in the chat wants to take a guess at this, and I do have my phone, so Pittsburgh Nelly.
What's that?
Pittsburgh Nelly has a guess. Holy crap, I think he's right. Oh my God.
Signs.
If he is right, Signs. All right, hold on. So we're going to put down, I don't know. Let's see. Back to the game. Oh, wait a minute. Start. Will it actually let us know what it is?
I think.
Yes!
There it comes.
It is Signs!
Oh my gosh.
Pittsburgh Nelly, you win! It is Signs.
Dude, Nelly, what is up? Wow, that's impressive.
Wow.
That's really impressive.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
Oh my God. I would have never guessed that.
No, me either.
What? All right. Is that the only one? They only give one? Son of a gun.
You only get one poster? Oh, in 11 minutes. I bet they want you to subscribe. I bet you that's I bet there's a membership. I don't know that for a fact at all.
Isn't that something?
Oh, man.
That's crazy.
Is there a membership option?
Ooh, here's one. It says, think you're a movie nerd. Well, we think we are.
We think.
We think. All right, let's try that. Ooh. All right, so we watch a 1-second clip and then we guess.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Well, that's going to be...
Oof.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah.
All right, so let's...
Spicy mustard there.
Right? All right, hold on. Let's... All right, wait a minute. All right, so I got a new window that I'm going to use for this. Hold on 1 second.
Sure.
Let's see, I'm going to remove that. I can't believe he guessed that.
I don't know how he did it. That's incredible. Melissa says, I downloaded a horror quiz app, but then I canceled it because the movies I'd never heard of. I mean, that stinks.
Really?
That's no
Oh
fun.
my gosh. All right, hold on. All right, here we go. All right. So, I mean, this may just be one thing, but hey, it's the fun of it.
Sure.
Let's see what we got here. Okay, so it says it's a 1 second clip. That's kind of crazy. I mean, I'm pretty good, but I don't know if I'm that good. Okay, so here we go. Or maybe not.
Oh, okay.
Here we go.
It's definitely 80s.
Yeah. Oh God.
Can you re-see it?
I wish.
Oh dang.
Let's see. Skip or guess. God, I saw. Hold on. I'm just trying to think.
I don't.
Let's see.
So fast, dude.
Could it be? You must pick a movie.
It was a cop show, right? Didn't look like they were like a police station at some point, or cops with guns?
Maybe. God, I got movies in my head. Oh, someone in the chat. Jeez, Nelly, 40-year-old virgin.
40-year-old virgin, really? Okay. Let's see. I swear, if it's that, you guys.
No, it doesn't look like it's that.
No.
Nope. Any other guesses, guys?
I have a total off the wall guess night. It's probably not right.
What do you got?
I was gonna say Dirty Harry.
Yeah, maybe.
I don't know. It's no, not Dirty Harry.
I'm having a brain fart. Office Space. Nanette's going with Office Space.
Office Space. Okay.
Dude.
Oh.
Dude. Is it?
Is it really?
Is it? Yes. It is.
It is?
Yeah, because it's listed under there in red.
Oh, wow.
Nanette
right. Coming in hard on that one. That's incredible.
No, wait a minute. Hold on.
Is it?
Maybe it's not. 40. Whoops. I can't type.
Oh, wait a minute.
What?
What was that it?
I don't know.
Their answer cue doesn't make any sense.
Maybe it was okay. Maybe it was the 40-year-old virgin because it says it's in green.
It does in green. It says win streaks 1. It was the 40-year-old. It was.
Okay.
Has to be.
Oh yes, it is.
There it is.
Yes, because it's the 40-year-old virgin.
Okay. So who guessed it first?
Nelly, wasn't it?
Was it Nelly that did it first? It may be. Yep, it was.
Wow.
No.
Wow.
Wait a second. It was Blucka.
Blucka was first. Okay.
Blucka got it first. Blucka got it. Good job, Blucka.
Well, you guys are all right. It made sense, but it was like I couldn't get it in my head. You know what I'm saying? Oh man.
Did you see Blucka's comment? He says if you get it wrong, you get 1 more second added to the clip, and it keeps the wrong guesses red.
Oh, okay.
Interesting. All right.
That is interesting. Okay. So we've got another one here. Let me just get rid of this screen and add the new one.
Dude, I think Saturday night, I got to talk to you offline about this stuff. This could be so much fun. And it already is so much fun.
Yeah. Okay, so this is a guessing game. I assume it's for movies as well or whatever.
I think I already know it, but I could be wrong.
It says search for a movie or submit to skip. Clue number 1.
Okay.
Okay, so you get... Okay, so what do you think?
Yes, I have a guess. I think I think this may be too new. I don't know how many what decades this game does, but I believe it's old.
M. Night Shyamalan.
Mm-hmm.
Old. No. Here's clue number 2.
Okay.
Wow. I would have thought it was old as well because, they show some computers and stuff.
Huh.
Wow. And people in the chat, they're saying old. It doesn't look like it is. I wish I could see that up a little bit closer. I'm going to have to go to another clue. How about you?
Same.
Okay. Okay, here's the third clue. What the heck? Someone in a car. Nanette is saying lost. Fantasy. Oh, Fantasy Island. Oh, dude. And I haven't seen the new Fantasy Island.
I've seen the new Fantasy Island.
Is it any good?
I saw the first episode. It was okay. I haven't watched the rest of them.
No, not Fantasy Island. Two people. Shoes. Dude, this is tough.
This is really hard.
Denisha says Baywatch. Blucka says doesn't look like Fantasy Island anymore, right?
No.
Oh man, this is tough. 3 guesses remaining, guys.
Yeah, I've got nothing on this right now, man.
Gosh, it's too bad that it's not old because a lot of this is kind of lining up with that movie. Okay, shoes. There's an island. There was some computers.
A topless, not a topless car. What's that called?
Yeah, the car. Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yep.
Convertible car.
Oh. What was that Nick Cage? Oh, Nanette saying The Beach. What was that Nick Cage movie? The meta one. Maybe that one? The Weight of Talent. Oh, what was it called? You guys in the chat know what I'm talking about.
Oh, the one where he plays himself.
Yes. What about that?
Man.
What's the name of that? The Weight of Massive Talent or something like that. What's the name of it, guys?
I'd have to guess. Let us know.
Yeah, you guys in the chat, you guys are helping us out on this. But maybe that, because there was an island scene, and I know he was talking to Witchmajiggy from Wonder Woman, and The Unbearable Weight of Massive Talent. Let's try that one.
Okay. I haven't seen that yet.
I haven't either. Uh-oh, it could be.
Oh, wait a minute, Knight. If you got this, dude. Dude,
yes!
You got it, Knight.
Yes!
Congratulations, bro.
Dude, and I haven't even seen the movie. I've seen the trailers.
That's nuts, dude.
Blucka with the co-host there helping out. Wow.
Thank you, Blucka. Wow.
That was awesome.
That is awesome, man. I'm impressed.
I'm impressed too, man. Oh, Lord. Wow. That was great. All right. So now they're allowing us to try a TV show version. Oh, that might be fun.
Sure.
Okay, let's see. Okay, so a TV show version, guys. Let's try that. So I got to take this screen off. It basically sends you from one thing to another.
Gotcha.
Let's see. And there's probably an easier way to do this, but again, this is all on the fly.
Hey man, it's working. It's working, so it's all good.
That was fun. Mm-hmm. Okay. So this is the same idea, just with TV shows. And right now I have no idea what's going on here.
Goodness.
Oh no, it's a movie, I guess. It's a movie. Dude, that looks like, is that Black Christmas?
No, it says Flick Talk TV though at the top. Remember, see?
Oh, okay. Of course, down here it says search for a movie or submit to skip. So I don't know. It doesn't look like any TV show I've seen. But then again,
right?
Blucka says a Walking Dead spinoff. Oh, maybe. Well, which one is that? Dang.
Bro, I'm like, I don't know. For a TV show, I don't know what this is.
Right? Well, you guys in the chat, let us know what you think this is. We're stumped. But while we're waiting, Melissa saying, I have a hard quiz. What was the first movie to win Oscar for Best Makeup? American Werewolf, Hellraiser, The Fly, or Day of the Dead? American Werewolf.
Yeah, it's definitely American Werewolf. Yes.
Yeah.
And I know that primarily, Night, because I know the other ones did not. That was an elimination for me. It was like, okay, it's not that one. It's not that one.
Right. That's great. Melissa, thank you for that.
Yeah, thanks.
You guys are getting into the spirit, man. This is we'll call this a warm-up, for your party stream, man.
Yeah, this is great. I mean, I think this is awesome, man. Yeah. So cool.
Nelly was saying Beyond the Walking Dead. I can't remember what those other shows are called. Submit. Oh, I know what this is.
Oh.
This. Okay, I know what it is. You want me to tell you? Because I just started watching it.
Go ahead.
Midnight Club.
Oh, I haven't seen that. Okay.
Mike Flanagan's new show on Netflix.
Is it like a cult thing?
No, Woo!
There it is, man. Good job.
Did anyone in the chat get that? Oh, Nanette got it too. Mike Flanagan. First of all, Mike Flanagan is a great director.
Mm-hmm.
Modern. Yeah. He did Dr. Sleep. Oculus. He did The Haunting of Hill House on Netflix. Midnight Mass on Netflix. The Haunting of Bly Manor on Netflix, and now this is his new show on Netflix. I absolutely love this guy. He's fantastic.
Nice.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's see what else we get here. Ooh. Oh, hold on. Oh, this looks weird. Okay, hold on. This is looks like it's going to be a word game with letters and stuff.
Okay.
So let's see what this is.
Hey, while you're pulling that up, I just want to say hi to the general just popping in.
Hey,
Val. Great to see you, Val. All right.
Oh, man, that's great to have you, Val. I hope you're doing well. Doing well. We're just chilling and playing games.
That's right.
Okay, so it looks like each guess must be a valid 5-letter word. Answer is always a movie or a TV show name. The color of the tiles will change to show how close your guess was to the word. An example, Ozark. O is in the word and in the correct spot. What? G is the word, but in the wrong spot.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
So like if you guess and there's a G, but it's not there, it's somewhere else. And then U is not in any spot. It's got a different, is that gray, I think? Grayed out a little behind it. Green means it's in the exact spot of the word.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I've never played that one.
Mm.
Huh. But it's not letting me. Maybe it's not something that. Maybe it is one of those things you got to sign up for, though.
Oh, there's
a new
no
puzzle. A new puzzle is released daily at midnight. Oh.
There's no way to even start this one, is there?
No.
There's no.
Oh, man. I was excited for that one. All right. Well, let's back out. let's back out of that one.
They dangled the carrot and then they took it away.
Right? All right, now let's see. There was another one. Let's see. All right. Think you're a movie nerd. Race against the clock to name the Netflix original.
Some of those, man, I don't keep up with very well.
Yeah, those. Yeah, and that would be tough for me too. Let's see. Oh, that's the one that they want us to do next. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'm not.
Oh, they want the Netflix one?
Yeah.
Do we have to do that one to get to like another one? Is that how it works?
I think so. Yeah.
Well, if you want to try it, we can give it a shot. It's up to you.
Let's see. It shows a couple other things here. All right, let's try the Netflix original one. At least see if they let us. Oh, no, you do have to sign in for that one and all that. Oh, wait a minute. Okay, we do have one. All right, so let me pull this up. I have to get rid of some of these other windows.
Man, I'm going to look into that when we get offline. That may be something that'd be worth having a little subscription if it's not too much money, because that could be a fun thing to pull out on streams every now and then.
It could.
It could be really cool. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's see. We're going to share this screen. It's a good thing I've done this enough times.
Dude, I was about to say, I think you need to run the Saturday night stream for me for doing this, because this is going to be rough. 30 minutes later, we get the first one up.
Right. Okay, so for you guys in the chat, we're going to try this and see if we can figure this one out. Now, it looks like it's one of the guessing games where it comes into focus. So for you guys in the chat, you guys can throw out your guesses, and we'll catch up on them after we start giving our guesses, if we have any. Yeah. This is going to be a tough one.
Yes.
All right, so here we go. I'm going to hit start, and it's going to come into focus. All right. Oh, man. 14 seconds.
Face.
I know what it is. Ratchet.
Oh, okay.
Which I have not watched yet, and I've been wanting to.
Ratchet. I never heard of that one.
Yeah,
I haven't seen it yet.
They did a Netflix show on Nurse Ratchet, from One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest.
Oh, okay. There you go, man. Oh, lobotomy. Look at that. Oh no.
Yes.
Good job, man.
I spelled it wrong, but you know what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Yeah.
Woohoo.
Nice job.
Yeah.
Very well done. Yeah, I haven't seen
lucky.
that.
Well, I've heard it was really, really good. Yeah. All right. Did anyone in the chat guess that one? Nightwatch Zone Brain Busters. I'll be honest with you. I really didn't plan. I thought it was just going to be one type of game.
Yeah.
I really did. Oh my God. Let's see. I think that was it. Okay, I think that was it for that. But that's really fun. I'm going to look more into that too, man, because there could be some really cool things in there.
Mm-hmm. Totally could be, man. So 20 seconds or less. Oh, so next up is a movie poster again.
Huh.
Looks like.
Yeah, and that one we just did. So it looks like they basically let you do like one, and then whatever. Mm-hmm. Yeah. All right. Well, let me catch up into the chat a little bit here too, because I know these these guys are like, oh man. Jamie says my eyesight is terrible. I truly suck at this game.
Oh,
it's okay. Carrie's doing her makeup. Oh, Carrie, you guys are so funny. Oh man. And Val's hanging in there. That's great.
That's good. Yes.
So glad to hear it. Yes. Very, very cool. Well, if you have a couple more minutes, Stephen, because again, I don't want to.
Yeah, I can go a little bit longer. Yeah.
Well, this is one thing that I have done quite a bit, and this one is actually really, really fun. And we can have fun with the chat as well. And it's not trivia.
Okay.
What it is actually what is called a tier list, where we're ranking stuff.
Ooh, fun.
And and this was one of the things I wanted to do, was basically ranking movie posters, starting pretty much with the 80s. Okay. and we have different rankings that we can give all of them. So, obviously it can be fun and have some conversation and so forth. So let me bring that up. Let's see. I do like doing these things. I've done quite a few of these things before on the channel. All right.
Oh, yeah.
All right. So we've got the tier list here. And let me just bring that up there. Okay. So what we've got is a list of movie posters. So it's not about, ranking the movies, but the posters themselves for these movies.
Okay.
And, we can go through a couple of them, whatever, 5 or 10 of them, however many we get to. But here are the categories. All right. So the movie is either dark territory, or the poster, I should say. And of course, we know what dark territory means.
Yes.
Then you've got the okay or meh listing. Okay. And then you've got good. And then you've got the chef's kiss. It's excellent. It's fantastic. Excellent. It's legendary. Okay.
Okay.
All right. So the first poster we've got, and hopefully you guys can see, it is hard to see these because they're small, but if you can remember the movie posters, then it makes sense too. But the first one we've got is Child's Play. The original Child's Play from I believe it was 88. Okay. And you basically just have a picture of this building where, of course, there was a big scene in the movie where there was a death, and you can kind of see the shadow of Chucky in the background in the sky. Okay.
Okay.
Now, what I'm going to say for you guys in the chat, because I know some of you guys, are really passionate about the movies and probably are about the poster or the artwork. So for you guys in the chat, you can let us know which listing you want to put these in. If you want to make it easy, you could just do 1, 2, 3, or 4. 1 being the chef's kiss, and 4 being dark territory, meaning that it's crap. Okay. And we'll give you guys, maybe a minute or a little bit less to put in your votes. So the first movie poster is for Child's Play. Okay. Now, Steven, since you're the guest here, I'll let you throw your 2 cents in on it as far as what you think, and I'll make that a little bit bigger. Hopefully that helps.
I actually pulled up. I have a Google window open now that I can toggle over, so I can actually see a big version of it now.
Yeah.
Man. Okay, so if it's my turn, not impressed, my friend.
Not impressed at all. Okay.
I'm really not. It's not that good of a poster.
Okay.
I think it's not dark territory. It's not that bad, but it's a meh for me.
All right. And let's see. Blucka saying the poster is doo-doo baby. Nanette said it's meh.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh Nelly says it's meh. All right. And the rest of you guys feel free to chime in. I will also say I'm not super impressed with it. It is a great movie. I really enjoy it, but yeah, it's not anything that's super special as far as the poster work. So I'm going to say that it's meh as well. Melissa says it's meh too.
Well, I was going to say, I think what would have made the poster better is if they didn't superimpose that woman's body on the poster there halfway down. It looks so out of place and photoshopped. It looks like something someone has Photoshop at home that's experimenting would do. If you took the body out and just left the building there, it's a better poster, in my opinion.
Good point.
Yeah, I may have actually gone up to good if it hadn't had that woman's body on it.
And there you go. Carrie saying is meh, and Nathan's in the chat saying meh. Melissa saying I don't like Chucky or Freddy. Or Freddy? Oh no.
No Freddy.
No what? Freddy.
Not even the first one. Melissa, we gotta have a chat.
Oh no. And we're gonna be talking about Freddy at some point soon, because I've already gone through Friday the 13th, and obviously we've gone through Halloween. So at some point I gotta get back to Freddy. So
yeah, man.
Melissa's gonna be like, I won't be watching that.
She'll be tuned out for a week or whatever.
And she says it's all about Michael Myers and Jason. Well, I agree with you. I agree with you. I agree. Yes, I agree. All right. So let's see. Melissa's saying laugh out loud. I don't even really like Scream.
Oh no,
That's too bad.
that is too bad.
we're we're gonna be talking about some Scream coming soon, man, because that movie is right around the corner.
Allegedly, according to the alleged leakers, we're supposed to have a trailer today, which has not happened yet. I might add.
Right?
Credibility's on the line, dude.
That's right. All right, so I put Child's Play in the meh column. So next we've got Alien from 1979.
Yeah.
Dude. Look, and again, I'm not talking about the movie, we're talking about the movie poster.
No, and that's hard to separate sometimes.
It is hard to separate, but I gotta admit, man, when I first saw this movie, and that's why this comes to me, and I saw that egg, and it was, cracking open, right? And you see the green stuff coming out, and all I saw above it was Alien. And they talked about this in the making of the movie, where they were trying to figure out the name that they were going to use. Originally, it was going to be called Star Beast. And
wow.
But in the script, as they were reading the script, they kept describing the quote unquote alien. Alien. That word kept going in the script. And then that's when they figured, let's just call it Alien. For me as a kid, this movie scared the crap out of me. But the poster art is the first thing that drew me in. Nice. So for me, I'm going with Chef's Kiss. That's what I'm going with.
Okay.
It's tough, but that's what I'm going with.
Yeah. I mean, it's a cool poster. And again, I'm looking at it again now too, just the bigger version of it. For me, I'm going to give it a good for me.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see what we got in the chat. Let's see. Melissa said, sorry, Craven, I only like Scream 3. Ooh, but Scream 3 is great.
That's awesome.
That's cool.
Yes.
Wow.
I love Scream 3. It's really cool, and I find people that really love that movie night, and
yes,
that's so awesome. So, Melissa, I can forgive all the sins of the other things because you love Scream 3. So,
yes.
Rock on. That's awesome.
Out of the whole series, that's rare too to have someone say that they only like 3. That's good. All right.
Yeah.
Blucka going with good for Alien. All right. Pittsburgh Nelly. Okay, Melissa, you got me back. Denisha, now you're gonna have new episodes on the podcast. We will, Denisha. We will. Denisha's like, come on, man, get going. Nanette going with good. Nelly's going with good. Carrie said, I'm gonna have to say Chef's Kiss because that poster catches your eye. That's the thing for me too, because at first you didn't know what it was. It just had this ominous, scary thing going on for me, and it sure did when I watched it. Kyle's in the chat saying hi to Knight and Craven. What's going on?
Hey, Kyle. Hey, man.
Nathan saying good. Okay, so it looks like we're gonna go with good. That's the consensus from everyone. So Alien is going up to good. Oops. There we go. Okay, next we've got Pet Sematary. Pet Sematary. Ooh, yeah. Now I will say it's creepy looking, and seeing Pascal right there, it's really creepy, but it doesn't live up to the movie itself.
No.
As far as poster art, you
Right.
know, I would say for me that's meh.
It's meh for me too, man.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Denisha had gone with good for Alien as well. But for Nanette, she said Pet Sematary is the Chef's Kiss.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Wow. Melissa's going with meh. Kyle's going with meh. Nathan's going with good. All right. Jamie going for Chef's Kiss. Wow. Becca's going with meh. All right. Carrie saying, I love that poster. Pascal always scared me. I have to say good. All right.
Okay.
Nelly saying a classic movie, but meh. See, that's where I was going. It's a fantastic movie, but the poster, and that's what we're going by, is the poster
just the
itself.
poster. Pretend you've never seen the movie, as hard as that is to do.
Right. Yeah. I think the consensus is meh, if I'm not mistaken.
I think so. Yep.
Yeah. All right. So we're going to go with Meh for the legendary Pet Sematary. Next up, Poltergeist. They're here.
Oh, they're here.
Ooh, man, that's a tough one. I will say when I first, and a lot of this is me thinking about the first time I saw these movies, which usually was seeing the poster art at Blockbuster. You know, like I didn't know these movies, you know? So I will say, looking at Poltergeist, it looks creepy. You know, you got Carol Ann there with her hands on the TV, and I'm thinking, what the heck's going on? The name of the movie itself creeped me out before I even saw the movie.
Yeah.
Poltergeist, right? Like, man, a lot of these filmmakers, they were smart. They really knew, they really knew how to do things. But if I was to give it a rating, I'd probably go with, I'd say good. I'd say good. It's right in on that line of meh and good, but I'm gonna go with good because it does look creepy. Because anytime I see a little kid, you know, there's the creepy factor.
There is, man, and
so yeah.
And there's like a little doll next to her on the floor. Is that like a pig doll or something? I can't tell what that is. That's creepy too, man. You see that?
Yeah, it is creepy.
Like this little doll. Yeah, I'm gonna say good, man. I think I would have loved it even more though, because I love the Poltergeist font that's there. But what I'm not crazy about Night is the little italic font that says "They're here" at the top, and then it knows what scares. It's just kind of like plain italic font you'd get like in a standard Word document. You know, it's like the Poltergeist is a cool looking font to me, like the way it looks.
It is. Yes.
And that name Poltergeist, it just sounds cool.
Yeah.
And wild. But anyway, I'm still saying it's good though because of that image. The image of her and the Poltergeist font wins it for me to good.
Yeah, I agree with you. I'm gonna go with good. Let's see what we've got going on in the chat here. I have a feeling that we might get some goods. Kyle saying Poltergeist is good. And Jamie was like, "Oh, we're talking posters. I thought we were talking movies." Yeah, I figured I'd change it up a little bit today. Melissa's going with good. Jamie's saying it's meh. Don't mess with Jamie because she will tell you like it is. Nanette saying good. Nelly saying good. Nanette saying good. Nathan saying I've never seen Polter. You've never seen it?
Wow.
Ooh. Seriously, man.
Yeah.
But the cover has always intrigued me. Yes. Check out Poltergeist. I kid you not. One of my favorite horror movies. And it bleeds 80s, right? Like it's total 80s. If you're a fan of the 80s and that time period and the nostalgia of the 80s, watch Poltergeist. Oh my God.
And dude, that little short lady, I never remember her name.
Zelda.
Zelda is so creepy.
Yes.
She freaked me out, man.
She's adorable but creepy at the same time. It's like how do you do that?
I know. And sometimes and some of the things she'll say and then her voice and it's so it just gives you like hair rises up on your arms.
Heck yeah. All right, Poltergeist is going with good. All right.
Yeah.
Here we go, Steven. Now we're talking, baby.
Let's do
Halloween 2.
Yes.
Michael Audrey Myers. And by the way, Halloween 2 is going to be having an anniversary, I believe in a couple of days, if I'm not mistaken, because it opened in theaters on the 30th in 1981.
Wow. That's so cool.
Isn't it crazy? You know? So you guys know what I'm gonna say, and I really do mean it. I'm not just talking about the movie, which by the way, shout out to our good friend Gory B Movie, because last night we were talking about Halloween 2, and it was so much fun. We had Kim was on with us, and our good friend Marcus from I Shot Him 6 Times.
Yeah,
but of course in the movie Loomis shot 7 times, but you guys know the story. But this image, because this was the first Halloween movie I ever saw, this image of the pumpkin with the skull
Yeah, man.
It scared me, man. So I'm going with Chef's Kiss.
Mhm.
I don't mean to rant, but I'm going with Chef's Kiss for Halloween 2.
Yeah, it's a really cool idea. I love the skull with the pumpkin.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna. Oh, it's hard not to do a chef's kiss with that, really, and it's so hard. I'm
Right?
like I'm like right in the middle of good and chef's kiss. I'm like right in the middle. I don't. There's not a middle ranking, so I gotta pick one or the other.
That's
So
right.
you know what? Heck, man, chef's kiss, bro. Let's go. Gordon Ramsay, that sucker.
All right. All right. Michael saying good. Ben, meh. Michael saying it's Halloween 6 on the list. I don't
Oh
think it
man.
is. There's a whole bunch of posters on here, and I know we're not going to get to them all, but yeah. Chef's Kiss for Trick or Treat. Melissa's going with Chef's Kiss. Nanette going with good. Kyle going with good. Blucka's saying meh.
Oh, Bluck.
What? What? For
What are
real?
you doing?
What are you doing? It is such an icon. You know what? And you guys know, because I literally have the OG right behind me, and I love this
Oh,
poster.
dude,
I
yes.
absolutely love this poster, but I gotta admit, man, from day to day, I might pick, that over the original. For me,
Mhm.
because like I said, growing up, a lot of these movies, I would see the poster art. You know what I mean? So, but I get it. Everyone's got their thing. But let's see. Michael saying Halloween 2 is so good. Nathan saying Chef's Kiss. Denisha going with Chef's Kiss. Nelly going with good. All right. Trick or Treat says I absolutely love this poster. All right.
Mhm.
American Turkey Burgers in the chat saying
Hey.
we need to do a watch along for age 2. That is
Mm.
true, man.
Yeah, man.
we didn't get to do it for Halloween Fest because we only had a certain amount of time. And by the way, I just want to say this. Let me pull us back up on screen here. I was just rewatching a little bit of the ends watch parties.
Yeah.
Man, that was so fun doing Halloween Fest, man.
It was.
Because we really, I'll never forget. We were talking after a live stream, and usually when we say, "Well, we're just going to talk for a few minutes," it turns into an hour, and then we,
Easy. Yes.
But we thought about doing it, and it was a great idea. And we worked on the little trailer, which you did a fantastic job on that. I tweaked the intro tribute thing that I had previously, and it was just so much fun getting together and going through all those movies. I
Yes.
truly, I like you said, I was sad that it came to an end. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
It was so much fun.
I did too. I was very sad. And I think, that's something we can do any time of the year, though.
It's
Like
true.
we could do a Halloween fest in April. It didn't,
It's
it
true.
could be anytime. And the turnout was so incredible too. The
It
people just
was.
showed up like huge.
Oh man, yeah, it was
It was
great.
great. It was
Yep.
great, man. And we did Halloween 4, 5, 6, H2O, and the new
Mhm.
trilogy. That's a
Yep.
lot. We did a
It
lot.
was.
Now I wish we could have added together Halloween 78 and 2 together as
Yes.
part of the fest. We would have had to
Mhm.
started a week or two earlier to work those in. But
Mhm.
maybe next time
Oh
we'll
yeah.
we'll work it in for 1 and 2, and maybe even Season of the Witch, which I left that out. We did Season of the Witch
Yes.
as well.
Yep.
And I'm down, man. I'm down for that.
It was so
Again.
much fun, and again, as always, a huge, big thank you to Coriander and for Katie for
Yes.
joining us for it, because
Yep.
it takes a lot of it took work to put it together and to be
Mhm.
there, but we had so much fun. It was so worth it. So
It
worth it.
was.
It was
Loved
great.
it.
Val's going with good for Halloween 2. All right.
Okay.
All right, Val. American Turkey Burger is saying it's my favorite poster next to The Thing. All right. Love
Yeah.
it. Jason chasing Lori's wig in the hospital. I love that. All right. So we are going with Chef's Kiss, right?
I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
That's where we're going. All right. look at now, and we got a couple more that I was looking to do anyways, because obviously you can see we got a bunch here. We've got Nightmare on Elm Street 5, The Dream Child. Now, one thing I will say, and then I'll turn it over to you, Steven.
Yeah.
The posters for Nightmare on Elm Street, the whole franchise, the posters have always been very cool. You know, I've enjoyed so many of these posters just alone. As far as the artwork and everything, this one is really, really good. Although I don't like it more than like Dream Warriors. Dream Warriors was my favorite, and the Dream Masters was pretty good too. So
Yeah.
I'll say for this one, I'll say good. I think Freddy does look really cool in the image, but I'll just go with a good for Nightmare 5.
Yep, I agree, 100%.
Okay.
Although I do want to mention the wheels on the little baby carriage have flames. They're burning wheels. I just have to point that out.
That is awesome. It's true. I didn't even notice that.
Those are right flames burning on the tires. It's like, oh yeah.
That poor little kid.
That kid coming. Oh man. Yeah.
Oh, I tell you. Nathan's going with Chef's Kiss, saying it's awesome. Okay.
All right.
Melissa saying, why does George Wilbur's height look different in 4 and 6? You know, I think it could have been the shoes. They definitely bettered his outfit and the mask in 6 versus 4. At least for me. I like the mask in 6 a lot better than 4. And he just looks different in 6. Now, part of that too is because, you know, he was a little bit heavier at that point. But I think
heavier, yeah.
But I think he looks good in 6.
I do too.
But better than 4, because in 4 he had the pads on and everything.
The pads in 4, dude. That's right. He had the pads. Well, I think the biggest reason he looks better in 6 is because he's a papa now. Yeah, you become a father. The fatherly, that fatherly pride just comes up in you, man.
There you go. We
won't talk about the mother of the child, but we won't go there.
Oh my god, that was a great watch party.
It was.
Nanette saying she's going with good. Melissa saying meh. Blucka saying meh.
Really?
Jamie saying meh.
Wow.
Jonathan saying meh. All right. Dang. We got Dark Moon in the chat. All right.
Hey, Dark Moon.
Ooh. You're at the hospital. Oh, I hope you're going to be all right. Ooh.
Oh.
Ate something I shouldn't have. Oh, okay.
Wow. Well, I hope they get things taken care of for you, man.
Absolutely. Yeah. Thoughts and prayers. Prayers. Oh, okay. He said it was food poisoning. Okay, I see. Later in the chat. I had that once. Oh my gosh. Yeah.
Oh,
definitely feel better.
Yes.
Yeah, definitely. And you guys in the chat, you guys are all right with well wishes. Well, it looks like the Mez have it.
It does. Sadly, I thought that was a good poster.
Yeah. Ooh, now here's a good one. Fright Night from 86, I believe it was 86. Fright Night.
So.
I've always loved this poster art. Me personally,
Yes. It's fantastic. Oh yeah, like that. Oh yeah.
You're looking at the poster.
I'm looking at the big version. I'm like, oh yeah, I remember this. Dude, that's Chef's Kiss, bro. Sorry, Chef's Kiss for me.
All right, we got a Chef's Kiss from Steven. I'll go with Chef's Kiss too, man. I will too. Let's see. Melissa's going with good. All right. Denisha going with Chef's Kiss. I knew Jamie would too. Jamie's going with Chef's Kiss. One of these days, it's so funny because especially with a lot of us content creators and we get a chance to hang out with each other or hang out in each other's live streams. One thing I want to do one day, and I'm saying it here live, so if anyone does it, you know where you heard it from. The idea is to almost do like a game show, right? Where we have a list of horror movies, because of course we're all big horror movie fans, and we try to guess, what each other would rate it as. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, fun.
Like for some of these things, I just know. Like with you, I know a lot of your favorite movies and what you think about them. You know what I mean? So I think that'd be a fun thing to do someday.
That would be a lot of fun because it's like that game Apples to Apples. If you ever played that game,
Yes.
you're playing the person, you know,
Yes.
and
Mm-hmm.
you're anticipating what that one person might think, not what
Mm-hmm.
you think about it. It's like what they think.
That's right.
That's a lot of
Actually,
fun, man.
yeah, that'd be fun.
Saturday night. No,
Hey, there you go. I'll be
maybe
there having some
you'll
fun,
be
you
there.
know.
Exactly.
Blucka going with Chef's Kiss. Jonathan Chef's Kiss. Ben's going
There
with
we
Chef's Kiss.
go.
This is gonna be a Chef's Kiss. Everybody, yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
love it.
Nanette too. All right. So that was easy. That was I think it was almost unanimous. I think everybody said that,
Almost.
didn't they?
Mhm. Yeah.
All right. We got a couple more here. God, these are really good. I almost don't want to stop.
It's hard, I
But
know.
we could always continue it.
That's right.
Let's do these. Well, actually, you know what? I'm gonna switch this up a little bit because we just did some Halloween, so I'm gonna switch this up. Let's put this one in front. I'm gonna do that
Oh,
and that.
I know what that is.
Yeah. Okay. The next one we got is Shocker. Wes Craven's Shocker.
Oh
Now,
yeah, man.
This poster, I'll never forget when I saw this in the video store. This one really caught my eye. The font, the electricity around him, the look on his face, everything. What would you say for Shocker if you had to rate the poster?
I mean, for me, it's a chef's kiss because, like you said, man, I remember seeing this in the video store when I was young, and I remember seeing that picture of him there, and then the whole tagline on October 2nd, 6:45, mass murder, horse pinkers put to death. Now he's really mad. I'm like, oh, that sounds awesome. And so,
Yes.
and I love the font, like you said, Wes Craven's Shocker, the Shocker font deal with the lightning bolts. No more Mr. Nice Guy is the tagline. I mean,
Yes.
what's not to love about this poster? So this is a chef's kiss for me, man.
All right.
Yep.
Denise is going with a chef's kiss. Blucka going with good. Nanette going with chef's kiss. Jamie with a meh. Jamie's like, it's not up to my level.
It's like, nope. It's not reached the Jamie standard.
Jonathan is a chef's kiss.
Nice.
Val saying a meh as well. Val is saying, nope, not today.
You're killing me, General.
Nelly saying it catches your eye every time, going with good.
Okay.
Michael going with good. I'm gonna say,
Maybe the tiebreaker, man.
Oh, you put the...
I think it's on you, man, because there's some goods and there's some chef's kisses. A couple of mehs, but most are good in chef's kisses.
I'm gonna go with the chef's kiss because it is such a cool looking poster. And for me, and again, this is I kind of, a lot of how I'm judging it is like when I first saw it in the video store. You know what I mean? And of course, you don't know the movie and you don't have any preconceived notions, right? But you see the guy right there in the electric chair, and it's already telling me that this is not the end of this guy. So I gotta know, how the hell does he survive this, right?
Yes.
And the font and the title, Shocker. It's like, I gotta go with Chef's Kiss. So we're going with Chef's Kiss.
Love it.
All right. Now we got two more here that I wanted to do. Now, here we go with, and you know I love this movie, but we're just going by the poster.
True.
The Fly. The Fly from 1986, directed by the great David Cronenberg. Jamie says, I'm hard to please. Laugh out loud.
All right.
I love it. So we're going with The Fly. There's the pod. You see one arm, a human, and then you see the fly leg. Now, I knew of the original movie, right? So for me, yeah, I was invested in it, but I didn't know how they were going to do this. You know what I'm saying? So I was intrigued by this poster. Blucka saying meh. Melissa's saying meh. Nathan is saying chef's kiss. Nanette saying good. Wow, we're already all over the place.
We are. Whoa.
Jonathan is good. Wow. All right. What do you think, Steven?
All right, man. I'm going to go with a rating of good for me on this one.
Okay.
I think it's a good poster.
Nelly going with good. I'm going to go with good as well. It's creative. It's mysterious. I love the way that the font looks, with that green kind of hanging in there. I love everything about this poster.
Yeah.
It's one of the few classic posters that I don't have that I'm hoping to get. And if anybody wants to get me that, my birthday is coming up.
Oh, dude.
I'm just joking.
Remind us of your birthday. I know it's November. Remind us again.
The 2nd.
That's right. November 2nd, guys.
Yeah, man. No, people are like, I'll get it. No, I'm just saying. But I will get it one day. I will.
Yeah.
Jamie saying chef's kiss. All right.
Yeah.
Let's see. Val's going with chef's kiss. All right. Woohoo.
All right.
Melissa saying a good movie is The Mist and The Fog and My Bloody Valentine. They are all good movies. Yes.
Yep.
Kyle saying that's a day after the wife and my anniversary. Ooh, congratulations. That's awesome. Very, very cool.
Fantastic. Yeah.
So I think we're going with good on The Fly, which I'm happy about. Okay. The last one we got here, guys. The original Wes Craven's A Nightmare on Elm Street. Now, I'm just saying, guys, you guys see the posters in back of me. So I'm just, I'm just saying. I absolutely love this poster. I'll never forget when I first saw it. That poster just drew me in, man. I'm telling you, it just, whew. Anyways, what do you think?
All I can say is 2 words: Gordon Ramsay. That's it. Gordon Ramsay, that sucker, bubby.
All right. Melissa's going with meh. Melissa's not a fan of Freddy.
I don't know what to say, Melissa. I'm a hardest crushed. You crushed
she's like, I do like Scream 3, but not A Nightmare on Elm Street. I get it. Kyle's going with Chef's Kiss. Let's see. Nathan, Chef's Kiss. Come on.
Let's go, guys.
Jamie's going with Chef's Kiss. Jonathan, the Chef's Kiss. Nanette, Chef's Kiss. Val with the Chef's Kiss.
Bam.
Melissa's like, meh. That's going to add up the votes for meh.
Yeah. Like, let me throw some. How many more mehs can I put out?
That was good. Don't worry about it, Melissa. It's all good.
It's all
good.
It's all fun.
It's all good. Omni going with Chef's Kiss.
Let's go. Let's go, baby. This is what you call a landslide.
Yeah, it is a landslide victory, man. It's just such a creative poster. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's creative. It's cool. The name of it is cool. Like when I saw that, I was just like, A Nightmare on Elm Street. It's just amazing. Anyways.
Yeah, man.
All right.
And the other tagline on the poster, Night, also says like at the top, if Nancy doesn't wake up screaming, she won't wake up at all.
I love it.
Dude.
Yes.
Wow. That's good stuff.
Yep. It is good stuff. So that's what we got, guys. It looks like we did pretty good. We didn't get any dark territory. But we got 4 Chef's Kiss with Halloween 2, Fright Night, Shocker, and the OG Nightmare. And for good, we had Alien, Poltergeist, and The Fly. And for meh, we had Nightmare 5, Pet Sematary, and good old Child's Play with Chucky. That was fun, man.
That was so fun. That was fun. See, like, this is something that would be fun to do on a party stream, too.
Absolutely.
Like ranking movies in categories. And is that something you created there, that slide and all that stuff, Knight?
That's not one that I created, but I have created some. You can, and it's free. And it's fun, man. I've done these a couple times on the Thursday morning streams, but also I've done a few on regular live streams, with Kill and Coriander and stuff like that. I think it's fun.
It is. Like doing a whole stream on this and Dude, that's cool. So maybe offline and we can chat about where you
Yeah,
go to get that, all that
absolutely.
stuff.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man, I got you covered because, like I said, I've done this quite a few times, and it's
Mm-hmm.
fun. It really is, and you can have like we've just done. I mean, I started the stream early because I knew I'd had a lot of stuff I wanted to cover, but we were just kind of rabbit trailing with memories of TV shows, and so I started this a little bit late. But I literally have done streams where I've worked on the tier list. That's what it's called, for 2 hours easy alone,
Mm-hmm.
just that.
Yeah. I
And
can see
usually,
that. Yeah.
yeah, and usually have to cut off and say, okay, well, that's
Mm-hmm.
the last one for today. Because a lot of them, if you create one, you can have as many options or as many posters or movies as you want.
Ah,
But
nice.
there's a lot of them that are pre-made that you can use, and
Okay.
some of them have like 50. You can't.
Wow.
I mean, you're talking 3 hours easily.
Oh,
You know,
easily.
it's
Yes.
especially if you have the live chat involved like we are, and so
Mm-hmm.
forth. So it's fun. It's fun. I would definitely recommend it as uh
Yeah.
as an activity for the party. It's fun. It really
Oh,
is.
absolutely. I'm gonna lock it in for Saturday night already.
Yeah,
That's too fun. Too
it
fun.
is.
And it gets everyone involved too. Like the live
Yes.
chat's involved, they're voting and
Mm-hmm.
we're voting. It's a win-win for a
It is.
party. Yeah.
I agree. Yeah.
Love
And
that.
hey, perp minded, jumping into the chat. Carrie,
'80's
Carrie said,
baby.
80 shows will do that to you. Yeah.
Heck yeah.
And Nanette saying, "Are you going to be leaving soon?" Nanette, I am. I was going to have you come on because I thought that movie game had multiple um multiple options, but it was a thing
Yeah.
where I didn't know it worked like that because I didn't want to do it before I came on live with you guys. But I'm gonna look into it, Nanette, and the next time, maybe next Thursday, I'll have you jump on early. And if it's something I've got to sign up for, even if it's something that I got to pay for, I probably will do it because it's fun, and
Yeah.
actually give me maybe like 10 examples in a row without
Mhm.
the stopping and doing something different,
Right.
like it did today. So I'm sorry about that, Nanette. But that was the game I was talking about. I mean, we did a couple of these different things, but it was like a warm up. But we'll set it up for next time. I didn't know that it wasn't going to give me multiple, you know,
Yeah.
clues. It just gave you one clue and that was it. And like,
Yeah,
we'll
you
give
gotta wait
another one at
12
midnight.
hours? Yeah, or
It's like, well,
midnight.
come on, man.
It's
So,
like, dang, that's a long time to sit here and wait for a clue, bro.
right? Oh
Jeez.
man. Yeah, this is fun. Jamie, I want to be on the ranking show. Well, Jamie, come on, man. I've been telling you. Look, I tell you what, and we're saying it live. Next Thursday, I'll set this up again for the morning stream, and Nanette will get you on, and Jamie will get you on. You guys know how to reach me. Let's get in touch and set it up, plan it out, and that way we're all set. And you never know. Maybe if Steven's free, maybe he'll jump on too, because
It's
you never know.
possible. You never
Anything's
know.
possible.
Anything is technically possible. That's true.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And Kyle, I haven't seen Terrifier 2 yet.
No. Mm-mm.
I definitely want to. I heard that it is going to be available on Screambox, or it is available on Screambox. I don't know if anyone knows. Let me know, because I'm ready to watch that sucker. It's not available in theaters around here, which really,
Mm-mm.
even Jake had to drive over an hour to see it
He
himself.
sure
I remember
did.
him saying,
I haven't seen either one of the Terrifiers. Jake is like almost pleading with me to see the second one. Well, so one of you guys told me to watch the second one first, and then somebody else said, "No, don't do that. Watch the first one." Yeah, basically, and I know you and I neither one have seen the second one. All I've heard is that the second one actually has more story to it.
Right.
That's what I've heard. Like the
That's
first
what
one
I've heard too.
doesn't have a lot of story, is what I've heard, and
Right.
the second one actually does. I think that's why.
Yeah.
I don't know. I'm definitely intrigued about it, but Screambox. I'm not familiar with Screambox. What is?
Yeah.
Is that an
me
app?
neither.
Or
Well, it's kind of like Shudder. You know what I'm saying? And it
Oh,
has
okay.
horror and stuff on it. And
Gotcha.
and I guess, oh yeah, so Carrie said it'll be available on the 31st. So, all right. Well, hell,
Okay.
maybe what I'll do, and I'm saying it right now, maybe because I don't have, and I know you're doing your celebration stream on this Saturday.
On Saturday, yep. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. and so I haven't really planned a lot other than when we're going to be on with Gory
Yes.
coming up.
Yes.
But maybe on the 31st when it's available, maybe I can do a watch party of it. Maybe we'll see. I don't know.
Yeah.
I'm just talking. But personally, I think you should see the first one first.
You do. Okay.
Personally,
Okay.
just so you can kind of get a vibe. It's when I say a slasher horror movie, it is a slasher horror movie in the most purest form, bro. Like, get ready to turn away sometimes.
Nasty, yeah, like really gross gore. And see, I just never was turned on by that extreme gore. It never. I mean, some people love it, and I think that's fine, and it's great. Go for it. But it's nothing. It's never been a draw for me. I'm a Craven guy.
That's
and
right.
you know how I'm about the story and the suspense, and I don't mind some gore. Don't get me wrong.
Right.
But I want the story to be stronger than the gore, and that's the thing for me.
Well, I think
I should give it a chance, I guess.
Yeah, I'd say give it a chance, see what you think. I mean, obviously with the second one, that was kind of the goal, is to, it had a bigger budget, and it's a longer runtime and more story to it. So that's why I'm really intrigued, because I want to see how they're going to marry those elements,
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Well, maybe if we do a watch party, we're talking literally off the top of the fly here, but if you do decide to do a watch party, maybe we can chat, and maybe I'll wait and watch the second one with you, like in a watch party setting, so that way it's going to be a little easier to get on that ride with others than it is, than me just turning it on myself. So anyway, we'll talk, but I'm open to that if you do that, to joining you.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That sounds like a plan. Nice. Let's see. I just want, and as we get ready, because we're gonna get ready to head on out here. I can't believe it's been 3.5 hours. This is crazy.
Whoa, dude.
I usually don't do this that long. All right. Cool. And Jamie saying, looking forward to it. Yes, that'll be fun. DM me, Jamie. DM me, and we'll make sure we're all situated. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you guys for hanging out so much. This has been a fun stream. It was made even better because Steven jumped on, and it's always fun when we get a chance to hang out. Now we got some pretty cool ideas. And again, make sure you guys pop on over on Saturday night for Steven's celebration. 7K subs.
Woo-hoo. And Halloween party. I'm merging them together.
Right. I mean, look, does it get any better?
Seriously, man. Timing is great.
It is, man. And I'm so happy for you again, man. Seriously. It's
you,
amazing stuff, bro. Amazing stuff.
Much. I still can't believe it, man. It's very humbling, man. It really is.
It happened. It happened.
It actually happened, man.
And like I said when I texted you, man, there's no limit.
There's no limit. Man. It's just wow. So and same for you, man. We're going to be celebrating your 5,000 here really soon.
I hope so. We're right around the corner.
And listen, man, I better get an invite for your celebration stream, my friend, because
of course, man,
I want to be there to celebrate with you also.
Absolutely, man.
On 5K, that's going to be so awesome. It's going to, and the sky's the limit for you too, buddy. And I really mean that. I'm not just saying that because you said it. I mean that. I really mean that.
I appreciate it, man. Seriously, it's been a good year for all of us in this community, and for everyone. And there's so many channel creators in this live stream, and I think we've all had a really good year. Our individual channels, but also getting to know each other and hang out with each other and to collaborate. A lot of collaborations that have gone on. So many of you guys. Nanette and Carrie, Maverick, Zoe, Lethal Collective, Eric, Bearded Entertainment. I'm not going to name everyone because it's too many, but all you guys know, we've all collaborated so much, Gory B, and it's been fun. It's been so much fun. And Nanette with a $2 super chat saying, Steven, can I message you later on today?
Of course.
Well, there you go.
Of course. Yeah, go ahead. Absolutely.
We love messages.
Oh, absolutely. And I just put that in there tonight just so everyone knows what we're talking about, just in case they wanted to click it to hit the notify me button. If you guys would go there and hit notify you as a reminder and smash that thumbs up button. So even if you aren't able to make it, you can help the stream by doing that even right now, just smashing it.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And and that's one thing we talked about on Lethal. I know I said we're about to leave here, but just real quick, because we've talked about it on Lethal Collective as well. For you guys that do, come to our live streams and support the channels and so forth. And I think I'm speaking for pretty much any content creator, especially if they have streams up, feel free to hit those like buttons, especially if it's a channel you frequent a lot. Check out their upcoming stuff and hit those thumbs ups and the notify me buttons and so forth, because it really does help. And as soon as the stream starts, it's already ahead of the game,
That's right. It's huge. Like sometimes, you'll start a live stream and you're at 20 likes already or something. It's like, wow,
and it helps.
That's huge. It really does.
Yep.
Because that YouTube algorithm, guys, it likes, no pun intended, the like button.
That's right.
And when you're engaging with the stream, it recognizes that engagement and says, oh, we need to get this to more people because there are people that are watching and engaging with the content.
That's right.
And so it really makes a difference, guys.
It's true, man. It's true. And as we head on out, Carrie, I think this is really true. The year has been beautiful overall. I'm so proud of what I'm doing with my channel. Thank you guys for believing in me. It's very true, Carrie. And
so true, Carrie.
You've done a heck of a job. So many new content creators and a lot of you guys from our own horror community, and it's been great to be able to watch you guys grow, support you guys. You guys have always supported the community and each other and us. And it's just been fun, man. Like, it's just been really, really fun.
So cool.
It really has been a family thing,
And Carrie is now... She's over 400 subs. She's on her way to 500 now, I believe. And Katie, if you're listening, Katie, she's on her way to 500.
Yes.
It's incredible, man. To see all of this. And I remember when Carrie had no channel at all. She had her website.
Me too.
And she did her reviews. And I remember reading Carrie's reviews and thinking when I read it, I said, dude, she's really good. She's excellent at communicating her thoughts in a way that's
so
engaging.
Funny you're saying that. Yes, I said that to her too. I'll never forget that too. I said to her pretty much the same thing. I said, you would be really good doing a channel.
Yes, same
and
here.
I remember saying that to her on Twitter, and because I loved reading her thoughts, and I was like, man, if she would say those, I think it'd be gold. And obviously, she's been doing great.
It is, and I told her the same thing. I said, "Man, you need to do a channel, do a narration channel, and if you just read what you've already written, just read it in a natural way. It's gonna be people are gonna love it because it's so well thought out and communicated. Communication is a skill.
It is.
It's a talent, dude. It seriously is. And people that are able to do it well, it really can make an impact. So
true.
I just think that, it was great. And so, Carrie, I'm proud of you for taking this step out, trusting Knight and me. And as we encouraged you to do a channel, and you did it. You stepped out and you did it. And I remember day one when you launched it, and here you are, over 400 subs. And you're proving our point that we saw what we saw. We knew it. And you're proving it. So congratulations.
Yeah. And she says, thank you guys. Oh, you're welcome. That's awesome.
Absolutely. You're very welcome.
All right, guys. Well, we're going to head on out of here. Thank you so much for hanging out with us. Definitely, we want a Nightwatch convention retreat. Maybe awesome. Maybe one day. We'll see. You never know. Sky's the limit, right?
That's right.
But definitely, thanks for hanging out with us. Seriously, it's been an epic morning stream. Definitely make sure you go to Steven's channel. If you haven't already, I know all of you probably already have because we see you guys on all of our streams, but definitely click the link for the party stream this Saturday night. Subscribe if you haven't. For you guys that are watching this replay, he's amazing. And 7K, man, it's awesome stuff, man.
Wow.
So right? Make sure you hit the like button because it helps to support the channel as well. And we will
Yes.
catch you guys later. If you're watching this, if you're listening to this, you are the Nightwatch. Peace.
Bye, guys.